Welcome to another installment of Prince's Epilogue. Woo! The story isn't actually over yet, because we're not done playing.
Don't forget, you're here forever.
Before we get started with this week's episode, Eyes in the Deep, a quick round of introductions. In the top left, King Theoden Eldris, host to Euron the Elder Spirit, played by Lily. In the top right, Staff Eridan Eldris, host to Galan the Elder Spirit, played by Alex. In the top right, Defender of Weatherwillow and guy who hit a big glowy sphere really slow. You can't hit him, he's too smart. Baird Shortwick. In the bottom left, wow, that's real slow. In the bottom left of at least half a dozen different gods. Wow, he's still going.
This is not good.
Now, is this Lincoln responding by going very slowly?
This is very convincing if it is. I don't think it is.
Lincoln's network is in on the joke.
Oh, that's
I guess that one will just have to introduce herself.
You're struggling. It's Nicole.
Oh, hi. It's half a dozen. It's not that many gods.
Playing Salvador Siniza, the Black Cat of Thargassia, is Jake, and also very successful leader of the Thieves Guild turned bureaucratic administrator Silric will be here later, played by Bobby.
Love that guy.
Introduced whenever he shows up. Irina.
Yeah.
You have been spending the last about 5 years. Once now that the Eldris brothers are sort of installed as the leaders of their kingdom, there was a brief war with Thargassia over Selene, ending in favor of the Eldris brothers' kingdom, Uranibor. I can't remember if it's canonically Uranibor yet.
It is canonically Uranibor.
Oh, good.
Excellent. In favor of Uranibor. You have found yourself a little listless. You've been looking for something that is more important than these sort of petty mortal problems of, who controls what trade routes and the administration of the kingdom. And what you have found is monster hunting. Ghosts, zombies, monsters, beasts, aberrations, even the occasional fiend. You have been investigating rumors and bringing them into the light wherever they hide throughout the kingdom. You've even ventured a little further than the kingdom a few times, questing after beasts and monsters. Traveling with you for most of this has been Salvador Siniza. However, recently, due to personal differences, which are your business and you may reveal to whoever you like at your own pace, you're not adventuring with him anymore.
It was mutual.
Very mutual.
No, it was not. To ask Salvador, it was mutual. And instead, you have found that Eridan has sort of been more than willing to come along with you on these adventures. So today, you find yourself in the medium-sized fishing village of Saltmarsh. On the coast. It's a small village. You've been here about 2 days trying to get in touch with your contact. Oh, and look, it's Silric. I don't even have to introduce him suddenly later.
Brandos.
But now you've been investigating disappearances of ships off the coast. You know they have pirate problems, but this doesn't sound like pirates. The pirates don't usually completely destroy and sink ships, and they don't usually leave no survivors. And unfortunately, no bodies had been recovered either until today. You stand next to Eridan in heavy cloaks in the pouring rain, the sea angry off the coast, outside of a small abandoned house. This is where your contact told he would meet you. And as you look up to the upper window, there is a small green lantern burning.
Filled with what kind of flame?
Normal flame, green glass, green lantern.
But it looks like green flame.
And it looks like green flame.
Green flame!
There we go. As if off the port side of a ship. Off the starboard side of a ship. That means you're good to come inside.
Okay.
Eridan is by your side.
All right.
Do you speak ship talk?
Ship talk. Oi, mate.
Oh, shitty.
I mean, it's green good.
You got some salt in your hair. I don't know.
I do?
That counts as trying.
This place is so salty, the rain is salt water.
It's true. All right. Should we head in?
Yep.
Cool.
The door feels flimsy, rotten, as if you were to shoulder it well, it would simply come apart. Most of the building feels like that. And as you come inside, sitting, smoking a pipe, is your contact. You've never exchanged names, but he's one-eyed, greasy hair, and dressed like any other poor sailor here. You expect he has ties to the underground smuggling rings in the city, in the town, but today he has found you what you have been looking for.
Does he have an eye patch?
No, he just has an ugly scar where it's sort of healed closed.
What about a peg leg?
No peg leg.
Parrot?
No parrot that you can
Hook
see.
brand?
This guy can't be a pirate.
It's concealed. He stands up and he looks at both of you, and then he looks at you, Arena, and says, "You didn't say you were bringing a friend."
He's trustworthy, don't worry.
Whoa.
This man sort of regards you, Eridan, with a suspicious eye, and then turns to lead you both down into the basement.
Okay, I'll follow.
Down here, laid out on a table, sort of being watched over as if worried about someone stealing it, or maybe worried about the corpse standing up and trying to wander off, is a woman with a boarding axe in one hand, with her arms crossed. On the table is a dead body, waterlogged, partially bloated, gray. And he says, "This is the first one to wash up. I got him identified. He was on the Swift, a sloop that went missing about a week ago."
Have any more washed up, or just him?
Just him. Ships going missing left and right, debris washing up, but never any bodies.
Where did you find this one? He just was on the shore?
Washed up on the shore about a mile north.
Any idea what killed him? Just drowning?
He sort of rolls him over, and on his back there are these these big tooth marks, as if sort of big bladed claws had dug in along the entire length of his back.
Ooh, fun. Do we know? Do I know any creatures, any demons, undead, anything of the like that that have big tooth, massive teeth or massive
Man-eating
claws?
sea monsters.
Yeah,
It's really weird. It doesn't look like teeth. It looks like he was in these 2 rows of wounds, as if someone very carefully stabbed all the way down his whole body.
Huh.
And
I was gonna say, are they more like puncture wounds or abrasions? But it sounds like there's just multiple puncture wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take a medicine check if you want to really examine him to figure out the cause of death.
I'm really bad at those.
Oh, Eridan's really good at those. Actually, one time he saved someone. Just kidding.
Can we not bring that
Eridan,
up?
you could make one too, Eridan. You are here.
Yeah, this is about what happened to my last girlfriend.
I can't see the rolls. So
It was a 4.
14.
14, excellent. Irina, with that, you see the wounds. It looks like they were all made at the same time. And then also you see just barely visible, there are sort of 4 big circular, what look like suction wounds
I knew you were gonna say it.
down
Ooh.
his back.
Aridin, look at these. Is there any giant squids that you know that have teeth like this? Could
Well,
cause
let's
puncture wounds?
not rule out octopi.
Right. I'm terribly sorry to the octopi
Maybe an
around.
aggressive starfish.
Especially big one. I hear they're dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of those.
The woman with the boarding axe says, "You two never heard of the Kraken?
Kraken.
Neither do you grow up on the coast?
Didn't grow up anywhere near here.
It's a giant beast, like a horrible giant squid with 1,000 eyes.
Can you tell me any tales that you know of it?
Plenty. Mostly it comes up out of the deep and eats ships. But usually you gotta piss someone off first. Maybe a mermaid, or a siren, or a prince of the deep, before it comes after you.
Okay.
So it wouldn't make sense for it to come after a lot of ships.
Yeah.
But it seems to be. And the man says, like, we don't know what this is. No one sighted the Kraken in hundreds of years. And she said, that you know of. Wouldn't leave any survivors, would it?
I wonder where the stories come from.
They look on the verge of arguing over whether or not the Kraken is real.
Is there
Yeah.
Is there anywhere, I'm gonna their argument, is there anywhere that you know of that tales of this Kraken are most prevalent? Maybe that it appears
Well,
most?
Here in town.
Okay.
And then she speaks up and says, yeah, and you might want to just ask him. He would have seen it before he died. Aren't you both magical, in good with gods or something?
I mean, I can only work if he's died in the last minute.
I can do it.
Of course
How,
you can.
with my medicine check, do I have any idea how long ago he died?
You
Within
think
the last 10 day, hopefully.
yeah, probably.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Go
so
ahead.
hang on. No, he would have died like a month ago.
Oh, well,
He's sort of rotted and he's sort of started to come apart.
I think I'm shit out of luck.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call in, maybe?
Yeah.
Connections?
Where's Pharaoh when you need him?
Oh.
Paladins don't have speak with dead?
I don't think so. Let me check. I think we just
Also-
have Raise
Wait a
Dead.
moment.
Arena has
Right there.
multi-classed in cleric since we last saw her.
Oh, wait, let me check. Speak with Dead.
Well, there is that scroll of Speak with Dead you got back in that temple, you know, that one time with the
Well-
mummies.
Holding on to it.
Yeah.
It actually is true. We do have that.
Yeah, good point. Good point. We've been
Uh,
keeping it for years.
It was a year or two ago.
so yeah, I'd say Arena, you came prepared and you have a scroll of speak with dead.
Perfect.
pretty
I
handy.
will go ahead and use that. I speak
You-
with Dead the 3 questions one.
You get 5 questions.
5 questions.
Damn, it's pretty good. But it's like
How many questions do we get?
yes or no questions, right? Or is
Or
that the hard
no.
one?
You open the scroll, you begin reading, and the small lanterns in this room flicker out as you start reading, and it gets deathly cold in here. And you swear you can see in the shifting shadows that somehow still are here, despite the candles going out. You see what looks like maybe kelp swaying. The dead body on the table gurgles and salt water overflows out of its mouth. And
Salty.
its eyes open, and it looks up blankly up at the ceiling of this basement room. You get 5 questions.
Okay.
Do they have to be yes or no questions?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's the difference.
But his answers aren't necessarily helpful.
Did you see what killed you?
Yes.
Damn it.
Giant arms and eyes and barbs like knives.
Ooh.
And as it speaks, more water flows out of its mouth.
Where were you when this happened?
A week north of Saltmarsh. I was on the foredeck.
Did
3
you,
more.
Erden, any ideas?
I want to ask it maybe why. Maybe
Yeah.
it knows if they pissed it off.
Do you know if you angered this creature or any other sea-dwelling intelligent beasts to cause this attack?
The captain made offerings before we left, and as it attacked, he threw himself off the stern to appease it. It just kept coming.
Ooh. Um,
Just kind of find it.
yeah. Do you have any idea of a way we could summon this creature or bring it to us?
We were near a shoal. There was debris and pieces of shipwreck. It might live there.
Okay.
But we were also cleaning a catch of fish to salt. Maybe it was attracted to the blood. There was so much blood.
Ooh. Do I have one more?
You have one more.
Okay.
We had to kill it. I don't know if he'd know, but
Yeah, I'm not sure if he would know. Maybe, yeah, maybe if he knows of any weaknesses of it, kind of thing. Do you know of any stories or tales, or did you find a way to damage it in any extreme way?
That's kind of 2 questions.
You're right. Let's go with have you ever heard any tales about how to like harm it?
You know, the stories. It shakes off harpoons, explosions, fire. Even lightning from the sky seems to hardly bother it. And we found that all to be true. And with that, the salt water, and it goes. The body goes limp again.
Wow.
And the scroll you had been reading off of the silver ink tarnishes.
I think we
And,
might be a little out of our depth on this one.
Well,
The woman with the boarding axe laughs.
yes, I agree. Perhaps get some help.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even really that great of a swimmer, so yeah.
Yeah, I lived in a landlocked place. I'm not even sure I know how to swim.
Well, if you fall in the
excellent.
water, just try and float.
Well, Aridin, you know Theo would love to be involved.
Yeah, it's killing something.
And it's never a bad idea to have a wizard around.
Very
I
true.
agree.
All right.
I think with magic, it's not difficult to get them both there the next morning.
Okay.
I can do that.
They both arrive in town, ready to fight. You've been reaching out to Silric, but he seems like he doesn't want to be found.
Well, he is our expert in creepy things.
Yeah,
Yes,
which
but
is,
he's also the expert at not being found when we want to find him. So
It's true. God, he's so good at hide and seek.
so
I've lost
good.
him like 300 times.
Hmm.
I don't even tell him when we're playing.
I know. He's just that good. He's always ready. You know.
Smoke bomb. We're going to do a brief cutaway, but not very far away. Salvador Siniza.
At your service.
You find yourself in the dismal, gray, wet little town of Saltmarsh. You, along with your counterpart, enemy recently, but now, professional acquaintance, Silric, spymaster for Uranivore, have been working together behind the backs of your respective leaders, trying to handle problems that you don't think your bosses really need to bother themselves with.
The less they know, the better.
They're busy people.
We can get back to poisoning each other's, high-ranking officers later.
Yeah.
You have
But
no
for
evidence
now-
that I did that.
Silric, you're the only one I know who uses agar leaf.
Damn. I should change that up.
It just works so well, though.
So elegant.
It just gives you a heart attack. It can happen to anybody. Salvador, you have sort of been casing the town, in disguise, of course, while Silric is arranging a ship and a crew. Because you both have been hearing about ships going missing off the coast of Saltmarsh, and this is really interfering with everyone's trade. So you figured you'd both just handle this. And as you're doing that, you see walking out of the local inn, the snapped line, Irina, followed by Eridan.
We step outside, I stop, I turn, I go to walk back in.
You walk right back inside where you were. Yeah. Inside Silric, you are sort of arranging bribes and blackmail to arrange a crew. And you just watch Salvador walk outside to go case the town and then turn around and come right back inside.
What is it? What's out there?
I just think that maybe the weather.
Should I go look or should I stay here?
Yes. I'll be over there.
I will go look, but carefully.
Silric, it's pretty gross out. It's foggy and cold and drizzly, but it's honestly the best day in the week or so you guys have been here.
This place is a hellhole.
And as you look around, you see Irina and Eridan now walking away from the snapped line, off towards their you don't know this, but the pre-approved meeting place with Bernham and Theoden.
Why is he here?
King.
Where was Gondor?
I go back inside.
Silver just walked inside with the same look on his face that you had.
Salvador, come on. We have to go after them. We
We
can't.
each managed to scare one off.
I think they find us intimidating.
Have to?
You don't have to. It is actually my job.
All right.
No one
Oh my
comes.
god! What a
No one
flippin'
comes to
loser.
this place on vacation. For whatever reason, they're almost certainly here for the same reason as us. We can at least observe.
You're right. That makes total sense, and that's
Imagine voluntarily coming to Saltmarsh.
no. You're right. That's
That's insane.
there's no reason to be nervous, of course.
All right. I will go back outside and start tailing them.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Oh, I have to roll dice?
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
that both me and Eridan
I
have
think you're gonna be
terrible
okay.
passive.
No one told me there would be dice involved.
I'll as
Hey,
we
hey,
exit.
passive perception.
As we exit,
I'm pretty sure that with Silric's automatic 10s, if he rolls below or whatever, plus his
I mean, it's
stealth,
also
he
plus
cannot.
that, so
You literally can't get lower.
You automatically
35.
do, no matter
I
what.
would just like to contribute at this time the fact that I have a passive perception of 9, So
As we step
I'm
outside,
the best in this bunch.
I stroke the cat on my breast that changes my cloak to be black, which now gives me
Yes,
advantage on
you
stealth
stroke
checks.
the black cat on the white cloak, and the patch animates and stretches and turns white, and the coat turns black.
That's so cool.
I love
And I
it.
have advantage on stealth checks and plus 17.
ooh, fuck you.
Excellent.
I see you also applied your double, double whatever.
Expertise,
To it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so good at stealthy disappearing.
Shit. Hey, everybody.
You guys both are able to tail them easily. Irina and Eridan. You're walking through drizzly, gray, cold salt marsh towards a park where Bernum and Theoden said through sending spells that they would teleport to. Anything
dodging
you two
puddles.
wanted to talk about on the way there?
How you been?
Okay. It's haven't we been together for the last month?
Yeah, bro, let's catch up.
Oh, okay.
Well,
How you been outside of this month?
Okay, it's been hectic,
Watch
I
out,
guess.
puddle.
Ooh, ugh, my boots all wet. It's the worst, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you, passive perception 10. You got this, Arena.
Yeah, going great.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. Did some demon hunting. How's the whole kingdom thing going?
Still a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, seems kind of
Yeah.
boring.
A lot of meeting people who I immediately forget, and then they're mad when I don't remember them. It's threaten war. It's
Ah, whoops, whatever.
overreact much.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's
So,
super boring. This is way more fun.
Yeah.
Technical career.
Yeah, it's sorry.
Oh no, you're good. If you want to say something, you say something.
No, it was really nothing.
You two both arrive at the central park of Saltmarsh. There usually is a market here, but on a rainy day like this, everyone's like, fuck it.
Does that mean there usually isn't a market?
For 3 months, there's usually a market. The other 9, it's gross.
Hey, I know this place. I live there.
Yeah. No, this place is called Gloucester.
Also, our farmers market's all year round, even in the rain.
it's in
So it's clearly not the same
Massachusetts.
place.
True that.
And it's
Facts don't match up.
wonderful for 3 months a year. Anyway, you arrive and looking up at the clock tower, whose hands have sort of been covered in a verdigris that makes them this sickly green color. Right on time, a sort of circle burns itself into the grass, and then bang!
Hey, look at
Theater
that. I
and
guess a wizard
Burnham
is never late.
Yeah,
are standing
really.
in the middle.
Oh. So, where do we come?
Oh, it's so buggy here.
Yeah, did you guys dress for the weather?
No, probably not.
Did you tell us
Usually.
where we were going?
Probably not.
Burnham, did you tell me where I was going?
I don't have time to look up runic coordinates in an encyclopedia
Fuck
every time
you.
we teleport.
No, I'm not wearing the right clothing then. And also, fuck you.
Oh god,
It's
Silric, they're all
drizzling.
here. This just got a lot more complicated.
Ah,
How are you guys? We haven't seen you in months.
I know. I've been going to all these meetings and I can't remember anybody was at them, and then I meet them later. And
That's what I
don't know who they
said!
are. Well, I've been doing it alone now, so thanks for that. And I punch you.
Yeah, and it's true, Theoden. Silric has been away. He's been away for about 3 weeks now.
Silric used to make my cheat sheets, and now he's gone too. So now I really don't know anything.
Oh no, where did he go?
I
You
don't
left
know.
him
He's probably
alone?
busy.
In charge of
Hmm.
the kingdom?
Nothing's
Yeah,
blown
wait.
up
Are we
yet.
in war?
No war. Just
Yeah, okay.
What about you, Burnham?
Well, just, taking care of things. Weather Willow mostly runs itself, but needs a bit of protection now and then.
Someone
Makes
smash
sense.
those creepy orbs.
Yeah, I haven't heard much on that recently, though. It's just all silent down there. Don't even need the space anymore. We're thinking of making it into a tool shed. Only problem is the swimming through the water. It's not as magical now. I'm trying to find a way to fix it.
It's
It
super comforting.
does seem like a drawback. I'd agree.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm just like miffed and Eridan for, letting me.
That's
alone.
fine. What do you want? Some lame outerwear that's all black and makes you sneaky? It's stupid.
No, I want nice clothes that make me not get bit by all these damn bugs.
Theoden, there's no bugs.
Oh, all right.
It's drizzling.
Those are
It's
raindrops.
cold.
That's fine. That's okay. Got my nice
I
clothes.
was just in a sorry.
Feeling good.
Salvador and Silric, you may speak up at any time. You were just watching this. I'm assuming like invisibly from inside of like Eridan's pants or something. Like you're so stealthy. You're just like in his pockets.
They're actually like right in front of us. We just have no idea.
Yes, excellent. You're all here.
I'll tell
Irina
them
and
everything
Eridan.
about the Kraken stuff.
Yeah.
Catch them all up.
Does that match the intel that we
Loudly
have?
so that everyone hears, yeah.
As you're listening, they have a little bit better intel. You haven't had any witnesses. You've heard people talk about a Kraken, but you assumed it's just some new pirate faction. This sounds bigger.
All right.
Beating the spy masters. Woo!
But the location they describe, that little atoll, that is also the location you guys had thought. You had thought that this pirate faction is like headquartered there. Yes?
What's an atoll?
It is like a little ring of islands that's sort of shallow in the middle.
Oh, cool. All right.
So like imagine they usually look like a coffee stain, like a ring stain from a cup from above.
Cool.
They are popular with pirates because if you have a shallow draft boat, you can hang out in the middle. People can't really get to you, but you got a little bit of land and it's protected.
Cool.
So yes, a small little cluster of islands off the coast. You know exactly where it is, and you know what it's called.
What is it called?
It's called the Five Sisters.
Okay.
It gets its name from a legend about 5 mermaid sisters who lived there. Silric doesn't really. You have not really paid attention to it. Salvador, you find it quite romantic.
I did take a proficiency in history, after all.
Yes. And you know exactly where this place is.
Cool.
Excellent.
So anybody know where this place is?
Yeah, you ever heard of it?
I'll take that as a no.
Bobby,
Alright.
Silric, we're right there. Like, are you not?
Just keep hiding in my pockets, I guess. Let's start walking. It's gonna get real shaky.
Yeah.
Bobby, are you saying something?
Sorry.
Oh.
No, sorry, I'm here. Sorry, my audio cut out for a sec. Catch me up where we are. We don't know. There's the atoll with the pirates on it.
We're standing in the park. They just teleported in. All 4 of them are there. You and I are hidden, and having been followed them. They're basically saying, anyone know how to get to this set of islands?
Oh, yeah. I
And,
guess we would. Yeah.
You two believe it's pirates. They spoke with Dead and found out that it's a kraken.
Okay. No, that part I got. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Then, but we would not know about the Kraken part yet. We would still think it's pirates.
So that's
anyway.
that's new
Yes.
news.
I guess we will pop out and awkwardly
least
announce
Silric will.
ourselves. Yeah, I guess I can't make Salvador do anything.
Ideal.
But now that the gang is all here, I will pop out.
No, wait, and I'll stand up and go.
Oh.
Well, if you're
God.
gonna stand up, Hi.
Surik,
Why are you here?
What are you?
why are you here?
You insist on doing this to us.
I go where I want. You actually are supposed to stay in the palace.
Who cares about you? What's he doing here?
Supposed to stay.
That
Irina, Theo, Eridan, Burnham.
Salvador.
Who?
He also, in a more limited
Crap! Did I
sense,
meet you at
does
another
what he
political party?
wants.
God, who is this guy? Theo.
Your Majesty, we met years ago in Thargassia.
You remember how I was telling you, Eridan, that I went out with someone for a little bit?
Hey, I remember you. How you doing?
Silric, where the hell you been, you bitch?
No, that's I. Serving
I've been
the
going to all
kingdom.
my meetings. I don't have any of those note cards no more.
Well,
What the hell, man?
if you would let me hire a deputy, there would be ways that I can't actually dog your heels all the time. I need to do the sneaky thing sometimes.
I mean, but
I
every
don't you
deputy
have,
that we suggested, you said you didn't trust them.
you have henches for that,
So whose
right?
fault is that?
You have to let me pick them. That's how this works.
Well, don't you have henches to do your sneakies?
Sometimes. This one was a little more subtle than that.
This one.
Wait.
This one.
This one.
Yeah, well, next time there's this one, and it has a, this in front of it, tell me.
I will
And then
leave a
it
note
can
in
be
the
an us
future.
thing. Okay? This is about trust.
I can't believe
Yep.
the kingdom hasn't collapsed yet.
Okay, wait.
I know,
So,
Silric's the worst, right?
what are you guys doing here?
We've been investigating a series of missing ships in the area. Probably just a group of new pirates. We wanted to make sure that there wasn't economic destabilization.
I don't
It could
think
lead to
it's
further conflict.
pirates.
It's almost certainly pirates.
Why
It's almost certainly-
Unusually organized pirates, but it's
Pretty
almost
sure
certainly
it's not a
pirates.
pirate.
It's almost certainly not pirates.
I suppose you
on.
could, in a way, say that this thing is behaving like a pirate, and that it's very reckless.
I'm not really
guess.
interested in metaphorical pirates. If it's not pirates, what is
Oh,
it?
in that case, it's a literal giant octopus. With teeth
I guess
and a million eyes.
Surely.
How many eyes?
Surely you don't believe the stories of fishermen and pirates.
I mean, a dead guy coughed up salt water and told us what it was. So.
Yeah. So yeah, we do believe it.
Also, we've seen way weirder.
This is
Totally.
a dead guy?
This is frustrating because if it was just Eridan, I would tell him to sleep it off. But Irina, all right, it
Irina
might
is
not
very
be pirates.
logical. No, I agree. How come you all be talking to dead people? Come on, guys. How we didn't do that anymore?
Well, I know we had that
Give it up.
brief incident, but we decided it was worth it again.
All right.
Wait, since when don't we do that anymore?
Well,
it was that one
No,
time, and
wait.
it didn't go very well.
Everyone, this is wonderful. Just disclose all of the assets in front of. Never mind, doesn't matter. We have a ship. Would
Nobody's
you like to
listening.
go?
We're in hell. This place sucks.
I meant him. We have
Oh. Oh, Spymaster. Crap.
So you have a
This job is
ship?
very hard. We have a ship. Well, we almost have a ship. In about another 15 minutes, I could have a ship.
I look at Burnham and I'm like, and Eridan, and I'm like,
He's your guy. Don't look at me.
slightly less mad at you now that you have a ship for me. I'm glad that you had the foresight to know that I was coming and you got me a ship. I do appreciate that.
So this is the dynamic going forward. Every time I piss you off, I make a contribution to the Endgate Navy, and we're square.
I thought,
Because I can do that a lot.
how many ships?
I heard
I
they
don't
were
want to know.
hiring for
I don't want to
shipmaster.
know. Don't tell me.
Alright.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's have a snack. Give me 15 minutes. I'll be back with a captain.
Oh, snack. That's a good idea.
I thought you'd think so.
Burnham, do you want to go get snacks?
I'd love a snack.
Fuck yeah.
Perhaps a,
Go
a
get
mug.
like 8 kinds of fried fish.
It's probably all they
Excellent,
start
Theo. You
There
can
are
go
8
into
kinds
the,
of fish.
You can go into the nearby. There's sort of like a fish place, a fish restaurant that has a few fishermen in it. This apparently
call
isn't
it-
so bad.
Would you call it a fish shack?
It's very fish shacky.
Okay, good, because those have the best fish.
but it's warm and dry. There's not that many fishermen in here. It seems to be this is not so bad. People won't go out.
Okay.
So there's a few in here, and there's a couple people cooking. And you can get a big, just wooden tray covered in fried, grilled, just things that used to live in the sea. And there's a big barrel behind the counter that says claw wine on it.
Okay, well, I don't want that. But, hey, Baron,
Are
you
you
want to try
sure
that?
these aren't just different parts of the same fish?
Be a pretty big fish.
Like a kraken.
I don't know why I agreed to this. I don't like fish.
I like fish.
We're not a fishy people.
Oh, well then
I
try
can
the
imagine
try the local brew. I know you're into that.
Call it claw? Yeah, sure.
The bartender leans in and says, "Are you sure you want it?"
I'm as sure as I want to be in
He's
any
so
place
sure.
that smells this much like fish.
More
Yes.
sure
He
than
starts,
anything
he
ever.
starts making a big glass of it, and he's like, "All right, but we only really sell it here because the owner makes it and is
Damn
very
humans
proud of
think
it.
they can out-drink a dwarf.
So here you go. You can try it.
Thank you
It's
very
like a
much.
weird milky fluid, and you take a big swig as he's saying, and it's made of lobster."
No.
I feel like this is based on a real experience that Lincoln had sailing.
Very possible.
Burnham, it's. You don't want to call it bad because it's far too complex to simply be bad.
But it's foul. It's foul.
Atrocious.
Fish.
It's like 15 different kinds of strange.
I don't think I can eat the fish.
Silric and Salvador.
I can't swallow it.
Poor Burnham.
Just go outside. It'll blend in with all the other rain.
Silric and Salvador. You two have been lining up this boat and this crew of mercenaries, former pirates, people Silric has blackmail on, and people who can be bought.
The best kind of people, really.
Honestly, Silric, this has been like a nice change of pace for you. Like blackmail and it's easy.
It's back to the roots, really, is what it is. It feels like home. The other job feels entirely too much like babysitting.
That's
Silric and
fair.
Salvador, what kind of ship do you get?
I mean, Saltmarsh already doesn't feel like a thriving economic hub. And
It's
you usually
okay.
can't even blackmail your way to the top of the line anyway, so this thing
I
can't
would
be.
normally say that's true, but Silric, you are a level 20
It's true. I'm good at what I
rogue,
do.
your one boss, the guy you answer to, is the king.
That's a good point.
Not the king
One boss.
here, but
And I do try not to brag
I'm
about
sorry,
that fact.
one boss.
You heard it. Just the one.
You guys are the same person. I'll leave it up to which one of you it is.
We already know. The intro.
no,
I found this paperwork.
does the
Anyway.
spymaster report to the king or the staff? That is a great question that we should answer in the extended canon, and write pages upon on our wiki of
It's called
information
it's called
and world
lore.
building.
So yes, Silric and Salvador, I'm going to give you a lot of leeway. What kind of boat do you want?
Lincoln, you know more about boats than anyone in this room.
I know, but like,
We're just gonna
give me a
sound real
vague- Give me a
I-
description. Is it like a
Like, it's
big,
like
a
Small
big,
but fast.
heavy-
No,
okay,
this
small and fast.
okay. Yeah, small and fast. That works.
What were you gonna
Is
say?
it small and fast? Is it
I
big
was
and
gonna
heavy
say
and
like
tough?
kind of a mid-size like cargo
minivan.
hauler, to be honest.
Well,
yeah, like
we're
not a.
trying to be hit by a kraken.
Well, yeah, but look, the ships are what they are.
Small and fast is what we want, right? If a kraken comes out, we can outsail it. We don't need a lot of. We don't need to carry a lot. We've got 6
Want
people.
You're right.
something heavy and slow, so when it starts to wail on you, you don't die.
Well, do we? Do any of us? Just a quick question. Do any of us possess any sort of like ability to breathe water or swim well? Because if not,
I-
maybe we should look into that.
I can
I can
probably
breathe
swim.
water.
It's a good point.
You can probably swim.
Salvador
You can
knows
probably swim.
all
I-
about boats because Salvador was originally one of Lincoln's characters. So
Yeah, so Salvador knows all about boats.
I know how to turn into birds, and birds float. So,
Perfect.
Okay.
you know,
As
got
do
that.
witches. So either you're a witch
If
or a
we see a
bird.
bunch of drowning birds, we know it's Theo.
I mean, hey, people can't float, obviously.
I don't know
I feel
that
like I have a pretty
crows can
significant
float.
advantage.
Oh dear.
Can you potentially turn into penguins instead?
This is bad.
So
I
do
can
you
Those
guys,
never
or
tried.
breathe.
so
Look,
do
we're
you
not
guys
equipped
want
for water adventures.
a big, heavy ship that'll be able to like slug it out with stuff, or do you want a small, nimble ship?
No, we're gonna go nimble and fast.
Nimble and
Fuck
fast.
you, Stilric. All right.
Excellent.
When I see the boat, that's what I say.
Oh,
When
I
our
see.
small ship is blown to smithereens, I will make us breathe underwater. Although I cannot make us fast underwater.
If I'm birds, when you do that, do all my
Remind folks that when I'm not connected. Sorry, viewers.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Now we might be good. I don't have Nicole. It's still loading.
I have Nicole.
I don't.
Get on my level, bitch.
Give me a minute.
You're right, Salvador.
That didn't come out on the stream. I heard it in real life, but
I
can
live
someone,
in
I don't know if
Sweetie.
Nicole, if you can hear me, but if someone could ask Nicole to refresh.
Oh, Nicole, could you refresh?
Sorry, everyone. This is the first time this has ever happened.
I can explain.
Join us for
I
the
can
cat
narrate a
soothing
little bit what's happening.
podcast with Silrig.
This is Stilric's whisper language that he only uses with other spies.
It's
This is
called
what
Thieves'
Thieves Can't
Cant.
It's
sounds like.
called Thieves' Cant.
It's
Thank you.
undecipherable to anyone who's not on the inn.
I know everything that he's saying.
Oh, yeah, you've got
Yeah.
your
Kitty, pretty kitty.
Yeah, it's actually not hard to guess what I'm saying.
There we go.
Your
All
claws are
right.
sharp. Your claws are sharp.
Spymaster rubs cat on mic for 20 minutes ASMR.
blackmails you at the end.
Silric blackmails you ASMR.
Uh-oh. Can you guys hear and see Lincoln? Because I can't.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
can. That's weird.
We can.
That's not ideal. One sec.
Not ideal. I would agree.
Try refreshing it
Pretty
again.
important to hear the DM.
Whatever.
No,
Rule
that's spell
shield.
ASMR.
Lily, would you like to take over the segment of cat soothing? I see you brought your cat.
Sure. Lincoln, can you reset the tacos while we have the time?
Flip those tacos.
Flip 'em.
Upside down tacos.
What
Oh my
is
god,
that? Oh,
I'm
that's
talking so much.
Brando? Is
Brandon,
that
that's
you?
loud as fuck.
Bag.
Oh,
Is the
No,
mic
it's
like
okay.
in the bag? It was extremely
crinkly,
loud.
crinkly bag ASMR.
The dwarf eats chips so loud we could have shot him in the dark.
It's the those are
Brandon's
the
tachometer just shoots up.
no, that's the ginger juice he got from the the fish shack we were at. Because he got sick from the lobster milk brew.
Hi.
Hi, B.
Hi.
You're very cute.
Want to be on TV? Come here.
TV.
How's that going, Nicole?
Still can't hear or see Lincoln. I don't know.
Should Lincoln
I'll
refresh?
refresh.
No.
We'll just
I
keep
don't
doing
know.
this until everyone's refreshed.
I'll make things
Oh,
up.
I can see him. Still can't hear him.
He
Oh,
just,
he wasn't
he's
talking.
refreshing.
Okay, cool.
Baby, whatever.
All right.
Are we good?
I've got no Nicole.
Nicole seems frozen.
Why
on
is
that.
it disconnecting?
Oh no, wait. Nicole works now. Nicole,
Is
talk.
Lincoln there?
I always have everyone.
He
so I
is
don't
here
know.
now.
All right, viewers, give us a minute. I'm going to throw up a card
No, I
real
can't
quick,
hear Lincoln.
and we'll come back to this in just a minute. Sorry about the
Hey.
issues.
Just give me a... Oh, and with that, Burnham, you fail your last death saving throw. Looks like a party wife this week. TPK.
PK of level 20s. That's impressive.
Right? 6 Krakens. 6 Krakens.
A Kraken each.
Yep. Anyway, for real. It's called the Mermaid's Messenger. It's sleek, it's fast, it's not well taken care of. But that's really just the aesthetic stuff that has not been taken care of. She is Weatherly, stiff, and fast. She's ready to go. Um, uh, and who wants to name the captain?
Don't make it me. Never been on one of these for very long.
What?
Sounded like Lily had a suggestion, but I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Captain Schmearfet.
Schmearfet.
All right, Captain Schmearfet. What does Captain Schmearfet look like?
What does he look like?
Big. I was gonna say big meaty claws, but I'm not. He's got like a trim gray beard, but like trimmed really close, and gray eyes, and all his stuff looks like he's had it for like 40
Peg leg.
years and just been patching it for 40 years.
Excellent.
Give him a
Excellent.
peg leg and an eye patch.
Bro, he does not have a peg leg and eye patch.
We need some pirates, damn it!
Maybe he does have
he
a peg
walks-
leg, but I can't tell he has a boot.
He walks right up to Stilric and he claps Stilric's hand in a big, powerful hand, strong from all these years of working. And he shakes Stilric's hand way too fast,
Weathered.
and says, "Aye, Garrick, it's good to see ya."
Always a pleasure, Captain.
Theo,
How's the family?
Theo pipes up and is like, Garrick is my favorite person. Really awkward.
Don't mind him. He's had a very long morning. Tragic, really.
Thanks again for everything you did for my family all those years ago. It's my pleasure to help you today.
You can call me anytime. Don't actually call me.
Yeah, beat me
says,
if you want to reach me.
These your friends you're bringing?
Yeah, that's just the 5 of them. Out on a little cruise.
We don't need to go too far out, do we?
Go below decks and don't think about it, Banham.
They certainly look tough enough. I'm excited to see what kind of trouble you plan on getting us in. Then he kind of laughs.
That makes one of us.
Oh, you know Garrick, he's always about trouble. I'm just like sniggering. I'm laughing so hard at your fake name. I don't know why. I just am.
He gets his crew up on deck. They're pretty ragtag, but all sort of hardened sailors. A wide mix of races. There's even a lizard folk. Silric, short notice.
Of course. No, it's
It's
perfect.
hard to get a crew to blend in on short notice. But they quickly make the ship ready, cast off, set sail, and drift away from the dock, and then trim all the sails in, and you are sailing out of the harbor.
All right, I bought the ship. Where are we going?
Well, we wanted to go to the Five Sisters,
Perfect.
correct? And then the dead man that we spoke with said that he wasn't sure, but maybe blood helped to bring the Kraken out. So maybe when we get there.
We just go on a killing spree, or?
Well, no, of course not.
Where are you having
Ritual
this conversation, by the way?
Hopefully not out on the deck.
Do you need?
Yeah, is it in a?
Let's
is it
assume
in,
it's in a
like-
private quarters.
Yeah, it's in the salon. It's sort of a big room where the captain would entertain guests. It's on
Perfect.
towards the back of the boat.
Perfect. I lost the person I was having the conversation with, though, so...
Yeah.
Excellent, Barnum. Where are you?
Going below deck and like running from one room to the next, Scooby-Doo fashion, trying to find my way like to anything with a hole that goes, anywhere.
Sadly, you don't find any. It's a boat.
Not even moving, already seasick.
Oh yes, Barnum, you are heinously seasick.
What about
Well,
me?
maybe we could just chum the waters with that, right? Wait a little bit for Barna, maybe shake him.
Ooh.
Irina and Silric, you were saying?
Oh, I think we're just talking about ways to draw it out, right?
Yeah, I didn't bring a bunch of stage blood with me, so...
Let me think.
You think they're looking for the color?
Yeah, actually, don't you know, Krakens see red, like glowing. Let's see. Can anyone?
I mean, all these other ships just existed, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he said that like it might have smelled the blood and stuff, but I know that happened for all of them.
Can anyone summon anything or?
Not with blood. It's not real. I mean, I could summon a cow, but you couldn't
Stash not
breed
have
it.
blood?
Was what?
Stash.
Hey,
No, he doesn't. He
hey,
poofs.
hey!
It's,
Plenty of
damn it.
fish in the sea. Why don't we just fish?
That's a good point.
Do you know? I don't know how to fish.
I don't know how to fish.
Please.
Neither do I.
I'm part bird. I'm an excellent fisher.
The crew definitely knows how to fish.
All right, that's an
There
option.
you go.
I was also going to suggest starting to sacrifice Theoden's birds, but
Hey, last time I heard a bird, you know what happened. Fucking hold up my hand that's like a slight missing finger. Like, see this? It's all your fault.
So yeah, you could fish. You could. Yeah.
If there's a crew member that wants
You,
to teach me how to fish, I'll learn.
Excellent.
Probably
Poorly.
know how to.
The lizard folk crew member seems to be the one who knows how to fish the best.
kind of what you'd expect, I guess.
They are a indeterminate gender of few words, and when you speak to them, they just sort of mostly grunt or point or sort of show you how to do stuff. And before long, you working with them have these 3 long lines trailing off the back of the boat with hooks and bait. And you think over the next few days, if you tend them, you'll catch quite a bit.
Okay.
All right.
I guess that's worth doing.
Yeah, I'll
We
help
should
out with that.
We should make it. Do you think that it will be better if we leave it in the sun once we catch them?
There's not much sun, but maybe.
Good point. Irina, you know any way to bring a bunch of sun here?
Let me think. Can
You should be like, let me think.
light.
No, I don't work for the Morning Lord anymore. Stop bringing
I
it
have-
up.
Yeah, good point. I don't like
Got
him. We don't
daylight.
get along.
You can't hold down sunlight. I can't do that either. I
I have
thought
a
you might
spell
be able
called
to.
Daylight,
Yeah,
That's the one.
that'll do it.
and Arena should have it as well.
I
Arena
do.
should have more slots.
I do.
How long
I
did he
can-
say it was going to take for us to get to the spot?
On a larger ship, about a week, but on the Mermaid's Messenger, about 3 days. She's fast.
Pretty fast. Yeah.
Nice.
But it's hard sailing. It's really unpleasant for Bernham. The ship's heeled over, leaned over, and through
Baronum,
the
why are you
waves.
below decks?
It's
what he
very hard
does.
to be anywhere, even below deck. But at least down here, I can hide the shame.
one of the crew members comes down to get some tools or something, and she says, "You'll be more comfortable on deck. You'll be wet, but you won't be throwing up anymore. Fresh air is good for you." And then the boat is rocking around, and you have to hold on to things, even being a dwarf. She's got a bunch of things in her arms over her shoulders, and she's just climbing up ladders with just her feet.
What a baddie.
It's pretty impressive, to be honest.
Yeah.
I stumble up a ladder and fall down a few times and then get to the top.
You find the downwind rail, and you hold on to it, and you're still throwing up, but it's actually better. It's better now because you can look out and see the horizon.
Is there a breeze at all?
Oh yeah, it's blowing like 30 miles an hour.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's
If there's ever a moment where it just fades a bit, I'll blow in Baronum's face because I think it's helping.
That would definitely help.
Yeah.
It just smells like fish, though.
Yeah, my fried fish breath. It's probably delicious.
Oh.
I shouldn't have eaten that, and you shouldn't have either. Don't breathe in
I
my
feel great. I don't know what
face,
you're talking about.
please.
I got 20 con, bitch. I feel awesome.
You've probably thrown up more than any other player.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
only
will
when I'm not on
also
a
go-
boat because I'm not lame.
Only other times, yeah. Gee.
Only when I get grossed out.
Yeah.
I will also go ahead and cast Daylight. I don't really know why, but they said to.
Burnham wanted to.
The crew are amazed at sort of the magical power their guests. They didn't really know what you guys were here for, but they're seeing that you're all quite powerful, it seems, and are sort of starting to talk. There are rumors about why you're out here, and the captain will ask you, Silric, like, what are we really doing out here? You've brought a lot of Oh, he's dead.
Damn, he saw me.
No. Jumps overboard.
No, we're poking around a bit. To be honest, there's something out here we need to investigate. I'd like to leave it at that.
With something to do with the ship's been disappearing.
It might.
What do we think it is?
It's probably just pirates, but we can take them.
We can.
Of that, I'm sure. Look at your crew.
I bring the best.
He says, of course, that's why you brought me.
It just like it's kind of like punctuation. It just comes in every so often.
Excellent. So, Eridan, over the next 3.5 days, you and the lizard folk who never tells you their name fish as often as possible. And you've got quite a collection of dead fish now to be made into chum.
Delish.
It smells horrible, but it's being kept up towards the back of the boat, so it's being carried. The smell's being carried downwind. It's not too bad. On the fourth day, the Five Sisters atoll is sighted. It's maybe 4 or 5 miles away, so not far. Just on the horizon if you're standing on the deck.
Should we leave the ship here and take a dinghy in, or?
That's probably for the best. I don't know what good they'll be able to do with us on land.
And I would rather
the
not.
ship gets attacked while we're on our way. They all die.
Oh, good point.
Compelling point. Can we find some sort of sheltered cove or something for them to duck into?
There's the atoll.
Okay.
What's that?
Can it like sail in there, like into the
By our
covered area?
knowledge, atoll.
Yes, it
Okay,
could
great.
sail into
Yeah,
this.
sail in there.
It's a ring of islands.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah.
So it could sail into the middle of that.
How
and anchor
shallow
easily.
is it? Like, is it shallow enough that we wouldn't need to worry about, like, a giant octopus?
The captain says, "Aye, it's quite shallow in there. Maybe 20, 30 feet deep."
Okay.
The ship would be safe.
Do we have like one of those little, I don't know, the little boat things that they have on other
Little
boats?
rowboat?
Yeah, like to go out and then we can put all the blood stuff and then maybe it'll come and talk to us.
If we're getting
Talk
on a
to
rowboat,
us.
I want to go. That thing got to be better than this big lug.
All right, so we'll sail into the atoll. We'll get you all ashore, and you can do whatever you're gonna do, looking for pirates. Sound good?
Yes. Question just for, I guess the only person that is good at history in the group would be Salvador, right?
And Theo is quite interested.
I'm pretty sure it's Salvador.
Yeah, Salvador is really good at history.
I actually know
It's
quite a bit
Salvador.
of history.
Where
Oh.
is he?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want to do a
Well.
history check?
Whoever.
We do.
Do
All
we
right.
know anything
Let's
about
see,
like
history.
lore of the mermaids here, or if
Sure.
mermaids are linked to, there was rumors about like if you injure merfolk or anything that it draws this creature out.
He got a 19. Salvador.
Nice.
Salvador
Let's picture we meet
regaled you
pirates.
with a handful of stories about the Five Sisters. One about them making their home on the island, at first on the 5 islands. Each one got their own island.
Ooh, pretty fancy.
There's a story of all of them fighting over the same man, the same sailor who had washed ashore, and then because they're all fighting over him, he ends up drowning. And then another story about them convincing the Kraken to do their bidding one time.
Interesting.
Well, that sounds useful.
Very.
Unless, of course, it's doing their bidding
mermaids.
right now. Then it's less useful.
Yeah.
Unless they promised it something, now it's showing up to collect.
Unless
As
it's
you are all
their
sailing closer to the
pet!
island, I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody.
Oh, well, at least I'm good at
Ooh,
those.
everybody add 5.
Nice.
Where did Jake go?
Jake is like
I believe he's
10
just
feet
watching.
that way, and he's watching.
Oh, okay.
And so he'll come
Oh,
in
wonderful.
as needed, but he was having trouble hearing, and I was fine to listen.
He's just
on
a
the
big
side,
fan of the
but-
show.
Yeah,
Big fan, you know.
he likes to watch.
But I have his sheet and my sheet, so let's see. You said
Okay, cool.
dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
All right. Well, fucking Salvador Sneeza got like 33.
Ah,
Jesus.
And Theo
Talk that.
got 19 plus 5, so 24.
Nice.
So, you know, only 9
Aridin?
points worse.
What'd we get, Aridin?
What?
What'd
For
you
me?
get?
20.
What'd you get? 20? Burnham?
16.
16? Irina?
22. 23.
22? Silric?
oh, sorry, I'm Silric.
we're all adding a bunch.
19. No,
19?
25.
Excellent. The whole ship shudders like you hit something, as if you ran aground, and Burnham, you're knocked off of your feet.
Oh,
I'll reach down to
Knocked
grab Burnham.
prone. So Burnham, you onto the deck. Thankfully, the rain has been keeping it clean, even though you've been throwing up on it occasionally.
Just occasionally.
been trying
And-
to aim it off.
The person at the helm on the quarterdeck shouts, "Did we hit a rock? Did we run aground?" And the person on the bow is looking over the front of the bow and says, "I don't see anything. Get me the lead. Get me the sounding lead, and I'll see how deep it is here."
Yeah.
And as another crew member is running forward with the rope and weight to see how deep the water is to see
I
if they
recommend not
did
leaning
run
over the
aground
edge.
or hit a reef,
Right.
5 tentacles,
Ah!
almost as tall as the ship's mast, all around the ship.
So not
The pirates, they're here!
pirates then. Different thing than pirates.
They are thick and leathery and meaty and pulse unpleasantly. They have barnacles and other sea life and anemones growing on them.
Ooh.
And along the soft purplish underside, there are rows of suckers, and on either side, these big sharp blades.
Well, that
I knew
explains.
it all came from the same fish. Look.
And then between the suckers, eyes, big orange.
Are we going
Inhuman
to attack
eyes.
the tentacles? Oh.
Do the eyes seem
Open.
intelligent?
They seem alien. They have strange
Ooh.
pupils. Some of them have multiple square pupils. They focus strangely.
I don't like this.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Yay!
Hey. Well, okay. I guess I
So
will
give
do.
me that sick nasty turn tracker.
Can I? Do I have to do that?
Yes,
Fuck.
right?
All right.
Yes.
I will figure it out.
And this might be a thing Jake needs help with.
Why don't you just say that, dope?
There currently aren't any tokens. Oh, there's a token.
Why don't I just do it like this? Yeah. I'm adding,
How do I...
Yeah, how do we add?
I'm adding you bitches right now. Right
Thank
now.
you. Right here and right now.
You seeing it?
Swag, as they say. Swag.
Can I add a rando? Jake, how do I add a rando? Yo.
How do you add a monster? Jake!
Jake!
How do you add a monster?
Oh, just pick up. Look, there's a snake token. Go add that.
All right. But then how do I add Sneeza?
Just click add term. I don't know. Use that guy's Sneeza. I don't care.
All right. Can I write Sneeza in this?
Not easily.
Oh, well then.
Remember it.
All right.
Right, lame-o.
I
Give
can't
the
write
snake-
anything, apparently.
Give the snake an initiative of 6.
Snake is 6, can do. And let me roll
Snack is
for
be
me
sick.
and Sanissa.
Oh,
Sanissa.
How do I add my token?
Oh, shit. I can do that. Sorry, B.
Thank you.
All right, you
Appreciate
good?
it.
You good? You good?
You the best.
Initiativo 5 plus 5. All right, this is for Seneza. 15. 15. And this is for me. And then plus 4. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. All right.
So yeah, go ahead and once everyone's in there,
They're all in.
order
That.
order them.
Sort
Yeah.
descending.
Got it.
And then as needed, you click the arrow.
I see.
Cool. First up,
Okay.
Theo
Yee.
Tentacles.
Right. Well, first things first. I think I'm pretty scared, so I'm gonna try to not hurl, and then after that, as much as I don't want to, I don't want to get in reach of these things, but like I want to get closer and just shout really loud and be like, "What do you need, friend of the sea?"
And yeah, and the tentacles are almost as tall as the ship's mast.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good about that. Really loud as I can. I shout that. And I can try to roll like persuasion on it if you want.
You can certainly try.
All right, persuadify. Look at that. 23. All right. So
23,
persuasive.
all right. You shout with the voice of a king.
Oh yeah, man.
And the 5 tentacles are sort of being joined by more tentacles that are coming up around you. And one of them sort of sloops down towards you, Theo, and then tries to wrap itself around you.
Great, amazing. Is it trying to grapple?
Maybe it's trying to talk.
Is it casting a spell?
Yeah. Is it casting a spell?
It is not casting a spell.
Weird.
Does
Is it-
27 hit you?
Is it trying to grapple me?
No.
Oh.
This is a tentacle melee weapon attack.
All right, cool. Does a 27 hit me? I feel like shockingly it does, actually, yeah.
So that tentacle comes in and it wraps around you, and those blades dig into you, and it starts to crush at you, and you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damage. All right, I will decrement accordingly.
The crew is panicking and running around and looking for weapons to repel this thing. Silric and Salvador should tell me, what kind of armaments does your ship have?
I guess Salvador's not here.
Really, it's
I mean,
probably just you. You're
yeah,
the one that contracted it anyway.
like not nothing, right? It's got to have some light kind of thing. It's not a big heavy gunship, but it's probably got a couple like ballistae or something on deck.
We should ask Jake if there is gunpowder in
Good point.
Azamar.
Is there gunpowder in Asmar? He says, "Nah, bish."
Is
Wait,
that what he
wait.
said?
He said, "Wait." He said, "I think we've established that cannons exist, but not rifles."
So are they like mad?
So, like, you could maybe have. Does this ship have a primitive bronze cannon?
That sounds reasonable to me, based on the research I was doing with him, like a week or so back. So yeah.
I could see it.
Or
I
does it
distinctly
have lots
remember
of
still
ballista?
jumping
Does
across
it have-
cannonballs at some point.
All right.
And failing at it, by the way.
So yeah, what do you got, though, Rick? Maybe like a couple swivel guns.
Yeah, I'm thinking like up on deck, like lightweight. I don't know what's a small cannon, 3 or 4 pounder, like not
What?
Yeah.
like the amount of
A
shot
4
that it
pound-
shoots. I mean, yeah.
You've got a couple 4-pound guns.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me.
Jake wants me to remind you that still 1400 years from now does jump off a cannonball.
That far away.
All right.
Excellent.
Cool. So yeah, we got swivel guns and a
who's
cannon.
next?
I
Now it is Silbrick.
think it's me. I guess I'll go help out Theo.
Wait, did we decide if cannons
Oh,
are
and
cannon?
Theo.
Cannons
Yes,
are cannon,
and Theo,
but no
you are
handguns or
currently
rifles.
grappled. Theo,
go-
you are currently grappled.
Oh no, grapple. I have to oppose it, right?
Nope.
What?
Not now.
But it says grapple. I have the rules written down because I try to grapple people all the time. Oh, all right.
You're not a Kraken.
The Kraken's special.
Can I try to get
Krakens
out
just get to do it.
next turn?
On your turn.
All right.
So I am just gonna go up and. So can I have one of the bonus actions I can do is the like aid another action or whatever. Is that useful to Theo for escaping the grapple?
If you went up to Theo and used your aid another action, it would give Theo advantage on their check to escape the grapple
All right,
next turn.
So I will run up and do that as my bonus action, and then
How
I'll
are
just
you aiding?
how am I aiding? I am going. So this has got a bunch of like eyes on it, right?
Yeah, the tentacle has a bunch of
Yeah.
eyes on the inside.
So I'm gonna get I carry a bunch of like knickknacks in my pocket, just useful stuff, junk.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
nails
get out.
that you can shove into eyeballs.
Not necessarily
Pocket
nails. Essentially pocket sand, but not actually pocket sand because that would be stealing. But like mini caltrops or something, and just kind of like wing it into one of the eyes that is like one of the eyes that's actually sort of close around Theo.
Nice, that's cool. So you just throw all these sharp objects.
Just a
into
bunch
its
of
eye.
gunk at it, yeah.
You throw them, and it seems like the eye is covered in some kind of tough membrane. They don't stick like they should.
Interesting.
But a few do get stuck inside the eyelid, and that seems
Okay.
to be irritating it.
Grody. Nice to know this is some weird, freakish alien thing. And then I will just use my action to just give it an old stabby stab.
Stabberoonie.
You love to stab things. 16. Is 16 a stab?
16 is not a stab.
That's disappointing.
That's
But
so
fair enough.
rude.
I understand.
All right. Next.
Only got the one stab.
I only have the one stab, yeah.
All right. Next is.
You go in and you go to drive your dagger into it, and you're cutting through this thick hide, but like
rubbery.
It's just so tough. It's not like any creature you've ever encountered.
Yeah.
Who's next?
It's Saniza.
Salvador.
You want to have Jake just hop on for his turns?
It's up to Jake.
I assume Jake
don't
would like to play.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. He's got his rapier, and that seems pretty good. He's also got his bow, and I think he doesn't want to get close to it. Doesn't want to get messy unless he has to. What'd you say, Jake? Why do I get to roll sneak attack? You're not sneaking up to it. Liar.
Sneak attack's
'Cause
not
he's
really a
sneaking
sneak
away.
attack anymore. Sneak
No.
attack's just free rogue damage for no reason now.
Oh, okay. Does a 28,
You got a friend?
Does
Sure.
a 28 hit?
A 28 does hit.
Okay.
Show off.
Let's
Would
see.
fucking hope a 28 hit.
Jake, what is sneak attack? Okay, but like, is it actually though?
Yeah, it actually
Holy
is.
fucking shit! Really?
Rogues do some
All right.
deeps,
Well,
man.
that 44 damage then.
Why does he get sneak attack?
I don't fucking know. I ain't a
So
rogue.
the new sneak attack rules are some rank BS.
Okay.
So
And
I feel like it's more like trick attack.
Some rank BS.
So he needs to have advantage, be attacking it like surprising it, or it needs to be like engaged with other enemies.
Yeah, if another
I thought
enemy
it's
the
engaged
target
with
is
me and with
Yeah.
Silric.
It's so big and has 10 tentacles, only one of which is holding Theo. I would say it's not really engaged with anybody.
So if
Okay.
we engage 51% of the tentacles, will he get advantage?
But investigator rogues can make an insight check, and if they do, then they can get their sneak attack. It'd be much easier if Jake would play.
I can roll his insight check. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, not one. So 14.
No, wait, no. He gets to treat it as a 10.
All right. 23.
What?
Wait, is it with his proficiency bonus?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Then yes, he gets to treat it as a 10.
Bonker.
A nat one?
Then 23.
I mean, I don't think that ones are a thing on skill checks, right?
Then 23 is enough. He gets to roll those 10d6 and deal 44 damage.
You love
You
to
just
see
don't
it.
have nat ones anymore? That's
I mean,
so
on attack rolls, it's only
guess.
skill checks. For rogues, it's only skill checks that use your proficiency bonus.
Ah.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess that's fine. I can finger of death things.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but rogue is not the OP class in this party.
Yeah, good point.
We all played with Lincoln's monk, right?
True.
Loved that.
Honestly,
stuff.
so did I. It was awesome.
Cool. So yes, Salvador. What was Salvador doing? What is Salvador using?
It was his short bow, so it's piercing damage.
Excellent.
Pierce, yo.
Salvador lines up a shot, sort of rolls, pulls out the short bow, and just nails one of its eyes right in the center. And that seems to puncture this thick membrane that's over the eye, and it sort of that tentacle reels angrily.
Ooh.
Nice.
And at the end of Salvador's turn,
like that tentacle's out of commission, or like that tentacle.
nope, just
is sad?
angry.
Okay.
And now that tentacle is going to reach down and slam on top of Salvador.
Ooh, gross. It's yucky. Should he roll a dex save or something?
And it's
weird?
going to crit.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
So this isn't a grapple thing. It's a different thing. Gotcha.
It's an attack roll.
Gotcha. Cool.
Um,
So he takes that much
and it's going
damage.
to deal 30 bludgeoning damage, and he is now grappled.
Why are you all getting grappled? Stop getting grappled.
Is a bit odd. I agree.
As the barbs dig into him and it grab onto his cloak and armor, he's just like wrapped up in this tentacle.
Ew.
Word. Okay.
Brody.
Who's next?
Now it is Burnham.
Baron, you are laying on the ground, and there are 10 giant tentacles around you.
Oh no! Illusory dragon!
Yes!
Come work for me. I can't walk.
Wait.
These poor crew members.
Wait. What about a real dragon?
I wish I could summon one of them.
Nadam flies in.
I have it set to just say Xanathar. Sorry, one sec. I gotta get it out. Oh, here it is. But yeah, a giant dragon appears in the sky, like swirling with clouds and lightning coming from behind it, and also out of its big, fat, gaping maw. It's like
you
a
were gonna say
full size.
So did I.
Y'all sick.
What are we, 5?
Full size dragon made of shadow material, and it doesn't matter if that thing knows what it is or not. It's still going to do damage, but it does less if it knows that it's an illusion. So I don't know how smart krakens are, to be completely honest with you. It has to take a wisdom save.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, wait, actually, sorry. Can it see the dragon from underwater?
It's got eyes on its
Eyes
tentacles.
on its tentacles.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so it
Cool.
has plenty of vision. Let's just
In
say
fact,
that.
it
Perfect.
sees everything.
I bet its passive perception is like 30. Just
Nice. That means that it can see it extra hard.
It's wisdom save. My computer is slow. Got to bear with me.
okay.
1d20 plus 11. 18.
Guys, we know it's wisdom bonus.
That's very
All
helpful
right.
information.
Actually, wait. I think my DC is 19. My DC is 19. Nice.
Excellent.
Cool. So, if it's capable, it is frightened.
Or just
It
maybe
cannot
wants
be frightened.
to engage with it.
Okay, cool.
It still might want to
And
be
then-
engaged with it.
In that case, yeah, it's engaged with it. This dragon swoops down and shoots shadow lightning out of its mouth, and or butt, and it's going to do 20 lightning damage.
Excellent. The lightning fires out all over into these things' tentacles, and it has no effect.
No.
Damn it! That guy said barely affects it. I thought it meant it would do something.
Same.
Magic.
Burnham tries getting to his feet.
All right.
Baronum's up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Has anyone hit it with a sword? Has it taken damage?
I failed to hit it with a sword, but Sylvester Salvador.
Sylvester the cat.
Salvador shot it with a bow. So
Did that look like it did damage?
Eridan is
looked-
absolutely
Salvador
calling
shot it
Sylvester
with
now.
Salvador shot it with a magical longbow,
interesting.
magical short bow, and that did damage.
Okay, cool.
After Barenum is a rodent.
Excuse me?
A rodent. I'm the
Excuse
DM
me?
mini right now, and so I feel the need to mispronounce things.
Is that how that works?
Totally.
On Big E.
I believe, thankfully Lily had her campaign first, and we got our OP shit that it carries over.
I got y'all, guys.
So I'm going to shoot it with my amazing fucking bow. It's a 20 hit.
20 does hit.
Nice.
Booyah! Oh, that's not that great. That was a nat 1
Oh,
and
man.
3. Awesome. And
Well,
then-
what's your total?
That
I
was
think you can do
16. Or no, sorry, that was 12 total. Now I'm hitting again. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Right? It's 13. So we got 13 and 12 so far. And then final guy. Oh, there we go. Shit, what is that? 22 plus
That hits.
25, right?
Bow of the Holy Avenger. Jesus
That's how that
Christ.
works.
It's a pretty
47?
sick
Literally.
weapon.
Burn!
You're welcome, guys.
How much damage do you do?
47, right?
47. Nice.
have 87.
Some of which is radiant, which matters probably.
Yes, some of it is radiant damage. That's true.
18 of it was radiant.
Quick question: is this thing? I'm pretty sure that Eridan would want to know if this thing is a fiend or something of the like.
Yeah.
Because I think your bow is the same as my sword.
What can you tell that things are?
I don't think I can.
Oh, you
don't
can't?
you have the special like favorite enemy affinity thing from your paladin shit?
No, I don't think so at my level.
Well, there's also just that sword. I'm pretty sure does extra if it's a fiend, doesn't
I know,
it?
but we didn't copy the sword exactly.
Oh, gotcha.
It was a
okay.
combo.
Because it's a bow and bows are strong.
There were things where if it was, I thought it was if it was a fiend or like a devil or something, and you did it got lit.
No, we did if it's a crit, it lights on fire.
Oh, that was it.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's fun too.
Holy flames, yo.
So only at my level, never mind then.
Excellent. After Eridan. Actually, after Eridan.
Oh, and I would like to have aimed for the tentacle that has Theo.
Nice. Eridan, after you shoot it with an arrow, one of those tentacles is going to slam down on Barenum. Barenum, does 30 hit you?
It does.
Is Baron within 5 feet of me?
Barenum, you take 20 points of damage.
Oof.
And you are grappled.
Ah. Jerk.
Was that within 5 feet of me or no? It's okay if not.
I think it's not within 5 feet of you.
All right. Eridan, you good?
I'm good.
Irina.
Cool. I'm gonna
Yes,
go
you
ahead and utter a vow of enmity. So it will. Yeah. So I have advantage on it,
I don't like you.
Go vows. Go vows. Make them all.
and I'm gonna hit it with my sword.
Excellent.
Mess it
Yeah.
up.
Does a 30 hit?
A 30 does hit.
Jesus.
Wouldn't that be terrifying?
Awesome. So let me hit it again, and then I'll add my extras. Oh, is this a fiend? Or
No.
undead?
No.
Or anything that I care about? No?
I don't know what you care about.
It's a
Fiend,
fish.
undead.
It was in my
or
soup
31.
and my wine.
Yeah,
It was.
it's not then. It's I care about like fiend, undeads, and that other one.
That other one, yeah. Obviously.
That other
Devils?
one.
Yeah.
Devils, yeah. Demons, whatever. Is it one of those? I assume not.
It's none of those.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and do some smiting over
Guys,
here.
he's just a pirate. I don't know why you're asking all these
Submit it up,
questions.
yo. Submit it up.
Let me do
Done
the damage
get
for that
smit.
one. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a few. I will do a level 2 smite for each of those.
Wow.
So that would
Sounds
be
better than a level 1. So
48, I think, because it's it's 2d8, and then you add 1, so 6d8.
Roll all that damage.
Yep.
Cool.
This is all true.
Cool. So, let's see.
That's many.
9. Can someone help me count things?
I do
Yeah.
like many.
It's many. 19, 29,
34 plus 29.
34. Yeah.
Jesus.
So
A lot.
63.
It's a shitload of damage.
A shitload.
That's the technical
And-
term.
This holy magic courses through it and seems to just rend parts of its alien flesh.
Ooh.
That.
Unappealing.
And some of that is radiant. I don't know if that's important.
Who's next?
It is the badgie's turn.
The bad guy?
The bad guy.
It is going to use all 3 of its multi-attacks to take the people it has grappled. Bernum, Theoden, and who's number 3?
Oh no. We need
And
Baradum
was
to
it
breathe
Salvador?
Who else
underwater.
is grappled?
Was it
It
Salvador?
grabbed
Three
Salvador.
people. Oh, and Salvador.
Salvador? Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I think it's
All 3 of them are going to be flung 60 feet away from the boat.
Oh, that's bad.
Oof. In different directions, or is it the same
Different
direction?
direction, just random directions.
Great. Cool.
In fact, all of you roll a d6.
Great.
To,
Oh no.
I know, roll a d8 to choose the direction you are
This
tossed
is
in.
the Sneezer roll. He got an 8. No,
Great,
a
he
5.
Is, he is
5.
thrown.
5.
Okay, 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Fair enough. What'd you get?
He got an 8.
And I got a
And Theo.
6. Theo got a
Excellent.
6.
So no, you guys are not thrown in the same direction. You were thrown. Theo and Salvador are kind of thrown in the same direction,
Okay.
I'm close-ish, I guess.
and you all into the water.
All right.
Who's next?
It is me.
Theo.
Yeah.
You're in the water. You're in full armor.
Still kind of happy about not being with it anymore. TBH. So, I have decided that the next best course of action is ranged attacks. Shockingly, I know.
Nice.
But current evidence leads me to believe that, so I'm going to use my Dwarven Thrower, which is magical, Thor style, to hit it, and then be floundering while that's happening.
Can you just hold on to your hammer while you throw it?
You haven't pulled you off.
Might be able to. I don't
Sounds
know.
like you had a really close and intimate relationship with this hammer, and that losing it was almost equivalent to losing a loved one.
Do I have advantage because it is surrounded by my bitches?
You have disadvantage because you are floundering in water.
Lame, it's magic, but okay. Disadvantage, go. 16, does that hit?
That does not hit.
All right, well, it comes back to me, and I can try again with
The hammer
disadvantage.
glances off, and you catch it.
Boom! 15. Oh, but it's my weapon thing, so... No, wait, it was for damage. Never mind. Jake confirmed that, I think. Yeah, it's for damage. And another 15.
Ah!
So, no attacks. I'm... How far am
A
I
2,
from...
a 1, and a 1.
Yep. Yeah, 2, a 1, and a 1, my usual rolls. How far am I from shore?
Like a mile.
How far am I from the boat?
60 feet. On the bright side, the ship is just its sails are not powering it, so you are being blown by the wind and current at roughly the same rate that it is.
Didn't even
So
think about
your
that.
relative distance is not changing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for one of the wizards to save me. So, yeah, fuck you guys. So I'm gonna be here and be like, "Hey, get me out, please." Cool. It is
Excellent.
now
Who's next?
One of the wizards.
Silric.
I am.
Ulrich, you just saw it yeetus deletus 3 of your friends.
That's the term we're going with, is it?
Yep.
For this round it is.
Oh crap. All right. Who's still on deck? Me, Salvador,
Yo.
and Aridin. Okay.
And Arena?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Salvador's not with us. Salvador got thrown.
Salvador got thrown. Okay, that's right.
But Irina-
Irina.
Doesn't work out there. Okay. Cool. I think Irina already has magic, like fire magic. So I'm gonna give Aridin advantage on his next attack with my
Reasonable.
cunning action aid, and then I'm just gonna do the stabby thing again.
Do some stabby.
I'm gonna give it the stabby. I'm gonna lay the
Do you have
stabby.
magical weapons, Silric?
I didn't really specify, but I think it's safe to assume I probably have a magical rapier.
Yeah. Like at least a
21?
+1.
You probably get like a +1
I
rapier.
feel like if you
Something
didn't,
like that, yeah.
I would have got you one because
Yeah, I'd have
no
stolen
spy
one from the
master of
king.
mine is gonna go around with some lame ass mundane rapier. Please.
What'd you get?
Ridiculous.
21.
That hits.
Okay. That's a 14 damage.
Excellent. 14 damage. Cha-cha. Excellent. You're starting to wear this thing down. It bleeds this like thick blue-black oil-like ichor
Gross.
when you cut it open.
I don't
Who's
like
next?
that.
After Silric, it's going to, one of those tentacles is going to try to grab you.
Rude.
Very.
It crits you.
Oh, you don't really want to see that.
I'm rolling really well tonight, and does 33 damage, and you are grappled.
Rude.
Was he within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Yay!
All right. Now all we need is for it to cast a spell.
Eat that, bitch.
Oh wait, I think I might get to do that too because I have my vow on it.
Oh, you do have your vow. Yeah.
Excellent.
Let me check.
That's 14, and I'm gonna smite with that.
As it comes down, you hit it with a holy attack.
19 damage.
And this is a magic sword you're using?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yep, I can use a reaction. I'm gonna do that.
Do it.
Got you, Silric.
Yeah.
Stop
Appreciate
grabbing
you,
my
friends.
friends!
I don't like other people touching my
28.
friends.
That hits.
And I'm gonna also do some smiting.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yes.
Nice.
24 points. Damage.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Who's next?
That's not
After
gonna be
Irina.
more than
After
paladins.
oh no, yeah. So whose turn is it now?
Now
After
it is Sylvester.
Yes, Salvador Sneeze's turn. I think that he thinks that the short bow was pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go.
Is he
for
drowning?
that
Can he
again.
swim?
He could also
With
he could
disadvantage?
swim. What's his movement?
With disadvantage because he's
what is
floundering in
his
the water.
movement? 30 feet.
What do you have?
But it's halved for swimming. Unless you have a swim speed.
I don't think
I
he
think.
has a swim speed. Yeah. What if he just tries to swim back to the boat?
Yep, he's moving it. He moves at half speed.
So if he dashes, he'll get 30 feet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool.
Then it's
He's
Burnham's
a
turn.
strong swimmer, and it's Burnham. Dwarves
Um,
while they may be natural sprinters, they're not good swimmers.
Not strong swimmers. I can get like 10 feet on a turn with a single move. So I'm gonna attempt to save Theo.
Oh, thanks.
By who is more than 60 feet away from me.
Or one of the wizards.
We were counting on you.
So I'm going to bonus action Misty Step to get 30 feet closer, like floundering through the water, and just sprint a little bit through the air.
You go below the surface, there's a bubble, and then you appear 30 feet closer to Theo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
So I'm still not that close is the thing. I'm still like 20, 30 feet away. So
I'd say you're about 30 feet away from him.
and I've already cast a spell. So I'm just going to, instead of casting another one, I'm going to
Not cast.
direct my my dragon illusion thing. I want it to swoop directly at the kraken wherever the most eyes are, and just like breathe at them, even if it can't do anything, just to try to distract it a little bit.
Okay, cool. Excellent. It does that. It's breathing on the eyes, trying to, and the the tentacles swipe at it and just swipe through the dragon.
All right.
Excellent.
It is.
Burnham, after your turn, Silric, you feel it rearing back to throw you, only not off the boat this time. It's throwing you at Irina.
Good to know it has a
I don't
sense of
think the
humor.
Kraken likes us.
I don't
Irina,
think so.
You see this tentacle rear back, and then you see Silric clutched in there just going, ah! As it just fastballs Silric right at you. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Do I have a save it say in this matter? Or
Oh, it shouldn't have been on
It's
advantage.
just happening to
Am I
you.
just luggage?
And we take left if we accidentally do 2, right? Is that the rule?
Yeah.
It's 14.
Plus your shit, right?
No,
Oh, right. You don't add it because you already have it.
I'm really bad
Excellent.
at dex saves too.
What'd you get? Like 6?
14.
Oh, but you had
14,
mine.
not-
You had 3.
You.
Oh. No. Do I?
No.
Yeah, you.
Because we 2 auras, you take the
Yeah.
larger of the 2. So we add mine.
You.
Sorry, is your aura already included in that roll?
Yes, it does.
This-
I automatically
this,
include mine for me, just because.
Fastball Spymaster comes rocketing at you, and you try to dive out of the way, but your foot slips as the boat rolls and the deck is slippery, and he just nails you. It could have been worse. He only traveled about 30 feet to hit you, so you both take 16 damage, 16 bludgeoning damage, as he just slams into you, and you are both knocked prone.
Ow.
Okay. Ow.
Who's after Silric?
The
Or
last
who's
one.
after Burnham? Who's next?
Aridin.
The
Baron,
only one on
yeah.
his feet. Unless you count Burnham, who's running on water. I'm just gonna continue shooting it.
Do it.
I'm gonna get close to my friends probably, and then
Don't you
do
get
it.
4 attacks?
Get 3.
I get 4.
Oh, right.
Oh, fuck,
You're
I
not-
get 4 and I didn't use my 4th. Fuck.
That's gonna hit,
Capstone.
and that's not gonna hit. God dang it! Then I'm gonna smite at. I'll just smite it first level.
Wait, does...
The AC is 18. You can just do all the math and then tell me
Yeah.
what you do.
I do.
30.
27.
No, 30.
What?
What's the 19?
It's to hit.
Oh.
27. Nice.
27.
Excellent. Aridin, you hit it some more. It's going to try to smack you with one of its tentacles.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
dude.
sound
Bring
too
it on,
excited.
nerd.
No
Does a
wonder it
23
destroyed
hit
the
your AC?
ships.
It does. Ow.
You're going to take 27 points of bludgeoning damage as it wraps around you and starts to crush you, and it takes everything you have to resist it.
Ooh. It's not good.
After Aridin.
Arena.
leave
After
it-
Aridin, it's
Yeah.
Arena, yep.
Okay. I'm going to pull out my carpet and whisper the magic word and say,
What's
okay,
the magic word?
oh, I don't know.
Carpet, carpet, carpet!
Carpet. And give it instructions with my bonus action to go retrieve Salvador, who I believe is the closest.
All right, it goes out. How far
Okay,
can it move
cool.
it around?
I think it's. I don't remember if it's Lily. Do you know which one you gave me? You chose the size of it.
Is it like 9 by 9 or something?
Oh,
yeah, it's either
yeah.
40.
It's whatever
or 60
the not
feet.
biggest
It could
one
hold all
is.
of us
It's
without
one
disadvantage.
down without the biggest
Whatever.
one. I think it can hold up to 8 medium creatures with no drag.
Then I think it can hold
It should be able to hold
it can
everybody,
move
and it can go pretty fast.
60 feet. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah, 60 feet.
goes out, and Salvador is able to climb on board, and it's got another 30 feet if you wanted it to go somewhere else.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll
Like
bring it after.
me and Burnham, we're together.
Yeah.
Well, on Zalvar's
yeah,
turn, he can instruct it to go there.
perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit the thing
Hit the thing.
because that sounds fun.
Cool. Do it.
1. Just gonna do
Nice use of magic
2.
carpet.
Thank you. These should be with advantage, but I don't really care.
Eh.
27.
Those both hit.
Cool. Those. And then I'm going to expend some first level spell slots for some smiting. Okay.
Cool.
30, 32, 35, 45, 53? Is that right?
53. That's so much damage.
Zarina, she knows how to throw down, yo. Irina, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Then it's the Badgie.
The baddie is going to take Eridan that it currently has grappled in its tentacle. It's going to sort of grip around the ship and heft its horrible body up out of the water spilling off of it. It's got that same oily sheen. And it's going to open this horrible, craggy,
Guy's gonna eat me.
five-beaked thing.
Ah, no beaks. No beaks. No beaks.
It's not 2, it's not 4, it's 5. It's off
Would
center,
you
like
call
a little
it-
pentagram of beaks.
Do you want to say it?
It's a bizarre sphincter.
Would you call it a bizarre
That is the most specific Lord of the Rings reference you will ever hear.
It is going to. It's Eridan. You're helpless as it brings you towards its mouth and tries to place you in that beak to eat you.
No.
For those curious, it's a reference to the behind-the-scenes description of the Kraken from Fellowship of the Ring.
Yep.
Does a 27 hit you?
Yes, it hits me.
Shocking. I'm shocked.
What does it do to me?
It places you in its beak, and as you try to crawl out, the beaks and swallow you.
Oh boy. This is okay, all part of the plan. I'm Drax. It's fine.
And you take. I need to roll some dice at ya.
Nah.
Nah, you don't have to if you don't want, huh? Oops.
In Saltmarsh, fishy dew.
24 points of piercing damage as you are swallowed.
Pierce.
That's
inside
nothing.
of it.
Bring it on. Fine. I'm suffocating, but it's okay. The stomach acid that burns. Oh.
Does the baddie have anything else it likes to do?
That's all it's going to do on this turn.
That's all. Just ate your brother. No big deal. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
The question is,
Just
How's your
swallowed your brother
swim?
whole.
How you doing?
is today Tuesday? That's the question. That's the question. Did Theo eat a lot of food? Yes. Is my brother in mortal peril? Yes. Of course. Well, I'm on the carpet now, right?
You are. Salvador is now
Alright.
on the carpet.
Yeah, so it's time to fucking play. I'm gonna use my hammer now and maybe not have
Oh,
disadvantage.
Theo is on the carpet. Salvador's not.
It's Theo's turn.
What's going on?
After the baddie, it's Theo's turn.
Yes, but Theo's not on the carpet, is he?
I thought the whole thing was that we got picked
no,
up.
she got Salvador. Baron
No, we
was
got
going-
Salvador, and it was heading towards.
Oh,
Cool.
then
Yeah,
I
it's
will
your turn
delay till after I'm on the carpet.
It had an extra 30 feet. I don't know how far away Salvador was from.
Yeah, Baron and I are together, so I thought
Salvador was 30 feet from the ship because he'd already swam 30 feet closer.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it has 60 feet total. How far was Salvador from Burnham? And
Let's say 30 feet to make it easy.
then it reaches them.
Last turn.
Not last turn.
Well, it has
This turn.
Salvador has not had a chance to give the carpet any orders yet.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So
You can delay. You can delay.
Yeah,
if you
I'm
want.
just gonna delay. Yep, I'll delay.
Cool. After you.
So then Silric.
Silric, you are prone
Yeah, I mean, I
next
guess
to Arena.
first thing is stand up, which I don't know what that is. Is that a bonus action these days? What is standing up?
Half your movement.
Half your movement. That's fine. Because I think I'm still next to. Well, I guess I'm not next because I got whipped across the thing. All right. I will
Both not
stand
big
up.
though, so
Yeah, I will stand up. I will run back to whatever the closest tentacle is, assuming there's one 15 feet away.
there totally is.
Yeah. Give it the stabby stab.
The stab.
27.
Hits.
That's a happy thought. 14 damage again. Wow, I'm rolling a lot of 8s today. And then advantage to Eridan.
Cool. Eridan, you have
Excellent.
advantage being in the stomach.
I'm being digested?
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm actually not sure that even works. I thought you would. Well, take it anyway. That's fine.
Eridan,
I forgot you were
you're in
being
its stomach.
digested. No idea if the rule works that way.
You're sort of being jostled around in this, like, that thick black sludge that burns when it touches your skin and smells
I don't like
horrible.
this. I don't like this.
What do you do?
Is it my turn? It's not my turn.
Not.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
whose
my
turn is it?
turn? Salvador's turn?
Yep. it
Salvador's?
is.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought that was part of Silric's thing going, so.
No, I just have advantage on whatever I choose to do,
Okay.
which is acid reflex.
Very good.
Who's next?
It's Salvador Ceniza. And I guess he's going to fly the carpet over.
2.
Burnham and Theo are together, and are we the only ones in the water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
He can help pull them out or something.
Yep.
Did you want to do anything else before Theo's turn triggers?
You can use the short bow again, if I can get close enough.
You're good.
All right, and yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah, this magic carpet is very helpful. The aerial attacks.
Yeah.
Probably should have had that there.
Does an 18 hit?
Just hits.
Beautiful. Okay. That's the main damage. Wow, I rolled max damage again. And then, would you say it's engaged?
I'm so good at D&D. And I would say no, it's not engaged.
Okay, cool. Then that's it. Yeah.
But he's got he does sneak attack damage. He's got his thing.
Oh, okay.
He can do an insight check to do sneak attack damage.
Okay, I will do an insight check. Yep, 13. Cool. 21.
Excellent.
Okay. Then 34, so 45 damage total. So 11 and then 34 if you already did the 11.
So what's the total?
45.
It's a bunch. Hey, we're down into double digits.
Yee. Cool.
It's looking really hurt compared to what it was. You've dished out a ton of damage to this thing.
That's what we like.
Who is next?
Then if I delayed till after him, then it would be me or you. I can delay till after you, Burnham. That's fine too.
Oh, sorry. I mean, either
I
way.
don't care who I go after.
It's Theo's turn right now.
Okay, cool. Then I will try my dwarven thrower. Now, do you want? I'm on the carpet, so it's a normal
Yeah,
roll?
so it's normal now. It's normal roll now.
Cool. Does a 32 hit? Yes.
Sure does. Really, really hits.
14. Then I'm gonna do it again. 12. Gonna do it again. 26. Gonna do it again. It's a 1. Damn it, Jim. All right. So 14, 12, and 15 is math. So 38 is 29, and then 29 plus 10 is 39, plus 2 is 41. 41.
Excellent.
Math. Right here, live. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, I'm gonna spend my turn being sad that I got ooched.
As you
being sad.
after you threw those hammers, one of the tentacles is going to look at you, and 3 of the eyes open,
No.
glow brightly, and then 3 bolts of lightning.
Is it casting a
Now
spell?
that you-
Is it casting a spell?
Nope.
Dang.
It's lightning!
Just has lightning from his
I need
eyeballs.
a dexterity saving throw, please.
Can do.
It's non-magic lightning.
Boop.
Just
18.
regular-ass conventional lightning.
18. That is not enough.
Then I'm going to use my thing. Indomitable. Reroll
Oh,
3
you
failed
get-
saving throws per long rest.
That's 5. Oh wait, no, you don't. You're more than 30 feet away from me.
I am far. 7 is worse than 5. But I can do it again, but I don't think I can. I don't think it works like that. So I won't. So, yeah, what happens to me?
On a failed save, you take 22 points of
Why was I worried
lightning
about
damage.
failing? That's ridiculous. Baby stuff. Baby stuff. I'm ready. Cool. Sounds good. Now it is Barnum's turn.
Barnum.
I don't know.
Barnum.
Sharkwick.
Barnum is going to Shartwick is going to look at the Kraken or actually, sorry, thanks Salvador, and thanks, couldn't move my arms. Dombritas Dumyo. Dominate beast.
How does that work?
It takes another wisdom saving throw. And
Is that
I'll just make it level 5 and make it 10 minutes long, just in case.
But what does the spell say you can dominate with that?
A beast I can see within range.
There you go.
Attempt to beguile a beast that you can see within range.
Is this a monster, not
yeah.
a beast?
That's possible. I don't know.
You reach out and try to find its mind and take control of it, but as you do, you feel that your mental control, it slips through your fingers like trying to catch an eel. This alien intelligence.
You
alien,
dumb wet jackass!
this monstrous mind resists your attempt to try to grab at it.
Damn it.
And the spell is not effective.
This is fine. I'm going to throw Stash at one of its eyes.
Ooh.
Excellent choice.
Get you!
Scrabble away, Stash. Scrabble away.
I'm going to say you can just do it.
Okay, cool. We're not that far away, right? Oh, we were
No, you're
60
not.
feet. Whatever.
No, you're like
I can
30
throw
far.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Throw Stash at the
Just
eyeball. Stash is going to try to take the eyeball. Would this be sleight of hand?
Go ahead and
Sleight
give
of
me a sleight of hand roll.
Maybe it will not notice. Oops, not a D2. It's a nat 20!
Woo!
Stash is trying to get in behind the eye to grab it, and then it blinks, and Stash is gone. And you see like a lump under the eyelid, kind of like a...
No.
And then the eye opens, Stash is not there. But that tentacle is now like freaking out.
Goodbye, Stash! Get him!
Just bye. I don't need you. Cool, bye.
Who's next?
It is Eridan.
Yo. All right,
Eridan.
so
Go, Eridan.
Is the Kraken gone yet? No, it hasn't. Eridan.
yeah, I am deep within enemy lines.
Indeed. Very deep behind enemy lines.
I'm going to bonus action surge, or not action surge. Sorry, second wind
Mm-hmm.
to get what is that? 19 health back.
That's all you get?
Yeah, I'm only a level 11 fighter.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm just gonna start whacking it from the inside.
Nice.
Do I still have advantage from Solric?
Yes.
Cool. Boom.
Oh, hell yes.
Boom.
Hell yes.
And boom. 27, 27, 27. What do I win?
Mess them up.
And then I'm going to do a smite on all of those. So let's do
Yeah, do it.
68. Alright, so. Oh my god, I got a 27 and a 14 for all three of those. That's amazing.
That is. Wow.
It's got a
It says,
Constitution saving throw in its future.
What's 9 times 9? Is that the answer?
69 damage. Hey!
Oh, wait. 14,
14, 14, 14, and 27?
Oh, no. I was doing something wrong.
And lucky for you,
I was thinking of
it
multiples of 9.
fails.
Yes.
Throw me up!
It like lurches and then it vomits in this field of black ichor. Eridan onto the deck.
Ah!
Nice.
and it looks so near death.
Oh, well,
it's barely
it's
hanging
about
on.
fucking time, because you know
In that
what?
case, I'd like to action surge.
Oh, I was going to say, it's about to be Arena's
do
turn, and you know how she liked to get them last hits, yo.
I know
When
know,
Pharaoh's
Eridan,
not around, you know?
Get it.
Yeah. Well,
Alright,
I think
okay. Oh,
your accent. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Yeah, no, go.
cool. Am
You go.
I within melee range still?
Yep.
Great. Do I still have the advantage?
I'd say no, probably.
Well, Bobby, how did Bob...
Because things have changed significantly now. You're no longer inside of it.
I thought it was from something
Well,
Bobby
it was from
gave her.
Solric's thing.
Yeah. This is a new
Okay.
action, so I'd
That
say
seems fair.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. I just didn't know what it
23.
was called.
Boom.
hits.
10 damage. That hits. Another 12 damage. We're up to 22. And that hits. That is 38 damage.
So,
Woo!
Eridan, it sort of like has slumped on top of the deck of the ship and vomited you up out of its horrible beak. Its tentacles are all sliced up. It's scorched. There's magic wounds all over it. I want to know how you want to do this.
I would like its face is near me, right?
Yeah, or like its mouth and like these three big eyes are near you too.
I just want to like get one big like slash and that just like splits it open.
Excellent. You slice it
Like
open.
I've been
you're
hacking out, I've been perforating it, and then I just boom, and it's
bathed in that ichor.
under its own pressure.
Releases this horrible shriek. The water is filled with this black ink, and it, holding on to just a shred of life, lets go of the ship and disappears under the water. The whole
No!
ship.
Now it's gonna heal. No!
I did it! Nobody else was eaten by it, right? I couldn't see anything. It was really dark. We're good, right?
Well, did you meet anybody else when you were in there?
I don't-
Was there traffic
Well,
on the way out?
Then no. Then you're fine. Yeah. Exactly.
kind of. Some ichor.
Dad?
And if you look over the side of the boat, you see its huge body under the water, swimming away, leaving a trail of maybe ink, maybe blood.
Oh, wait,
maybe
it's
something
swimming?
else.
Still alive.
It's still alive?
Shoot
We
the
should follow
cannon at it! Shoot!
Wait, can I still take a turn then?
It is deep underwater, but yes, if you'd like to take a turn, you may.
And
How far
Can-
underwater?
can I try to throw my thing at it?
You can try. It's sort of hard to see. We can go out of initiative also at this
Oh,
point.
yeah, okay. I mean, Eridan,
far-
Eridan, Arena, if you want to try a thing, and I'll try a thing too, and we'll see.
Yeah. How far away is it?
Unclear.
Okay.
Going very fast though, right?
It's swimming away as fast as it can, deep, just straight down.
Does a 23 hit it?
Disadvantage because
Okay,
you
sure.
can't really see it.
I'll just do another normal roll and then take the lower. Just 23 hit it.
If I hadn't
Maybe.
second winded, we could have had a Strahd situation
oh,
where I
sorry,
opportunity
is
attack and
it-
it can't move.
So
Been dope.
23 and 26, I was doing 2 normal rolls because I forgot to disadvantage. Do I just not
You
know
don't
if they hit?
You don't know.
Okay, well, I'll roll the damage and then you can decide if it hit it. It takes 20 damage. If it hit. Maybe it took 20 damage. I don't know, but my hammer comes back.
I might do something stupid.
Do
Do
it.
it!
Do it.
Practice it.
I'm gonna
Do it!
I can still see it, so I assume it's within 500 feet of me.
Yes.
You can't really see it. You can
Oh.
see the ink cloud it's left at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna still assume, because if it's only been one turn, I'm gonna assume it's still within 500 feet of me and try to dimension door to it.
Yeah.
Do
Very
it!
smart.
Holding
That's
my breath.
very
breath.
smart.
Your dimension door deep underwater. How deep do you go?
You
Well,
get the bends from dimension dooring.
probably.
Yeah, but I think magic can heal that. So
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be okay. I don't know. Did I get any sort of sense about how fast it was moving?
Quick, quite quick.
Quite quick. I'm gonna go about 200 feet directly, like, into the ink cloud.
Excellent.
Right down.
You appear underwater, crushing pressure all around you.
Do I see it?
Definitely going to deal damage, and you are underwater, so everything is blurry.
Fun.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay, cool. All right.
And you're going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as you are being crushed by the pressure.
Dope.
Whoa,
That's chill.
it happened.
15.
In real life, you just die.
Yes.
Probably.
15.
15? You don't see it. You're just surrounded by this ichor, and it's hard to hold your breath now. The pressure is so much that it's hard to keep it in your lungs.
Okay. I will dimension door back since I can't see it.
Let out all the air in your lungs before you do it.
You land on the
Otherwise,
deck.
boom.
You land on the deck. You weren't down very long, so pressure sickness is not an issue.
Get it?
Can't find it.
You know, I could have made you able to breathe underwater first.
Oh, that would have been good. I didn't really think of that.
Thanks for the
Didn't know
sweet
you were going
ride,
to
by
do
the
that.
way, Irina.
Yeah, no problem. Y'all okay?
We're mostly fine. Wait, I know that it's swimming away, but we can still get to this thing, I think.
So can we send the ship after
What's
it?
your
We could probably scry for it first, find its lair, and then I can teleport us all to it with actually being able to hold our breath. I'm not sure that's a good idea, mind you. This thing is scary. I was hoping it was all nonsense. Maybe just, that one fish that I eat.
I think it's a great
I
idea.
think it's a great idea. Yeah.
We are all covered in its bodily fluid.
all be a fever dream.
Scrying's probably a good idea.
Oh yeah,
Exactly,
actually
we
that's a
can
good
collect
point.
some of this
Are there buckets
stuff.
around the ship to bring up seawater?
It's kind of raining now.
Oh, I was gonna say I want to throw one on Aridin if he is not cleaned off. So.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could definitely still do that anyway.
Oh,
I'm
Aridin,
nasty.
here, let me clean that up for you.
Huh.
Thanks.
Giving a
You're
death
covered in
stare.
Kraken digestive juices.
Great, you look good now.
Oh, yeah. A lot of dead sailors. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, what do you want to do?
It'll
The
stay
crew
in
are starting to
lair
come back out like, has it gone?
Oh yeah, we kicked its butt.
Scared
Well,
it
it's
right
running
off.
for somewhere, but we're gonna try to figure out where. Burnham, what do you need to scry this thing?
I need a pool. I suppose we could just do it with a basin and some of the seawater. Could you bless this for
Aridin's
me,
putting
Irina?
the guts on me.
Can I do it? Sorry.
I'm good.
Can you bless a bit of water? Can you do that?
Yes, you can. You totally can.
Aridin? Anyone?
You definitely can.
What?
Can you
Yes,
bless
sure.
Aridin?
I can do that.
bless shit?
Yeah.
I can bless people?
You can
We can
bless
do that.
water.
There is actually a spell for that, so
There
yes.
is. There is. Yeah. I figured
I
if
can do
anybody
it.
had it, y'all would. That's
I don't
all
have
I
it
was saying.
prepped, but
Burnham, they get you a
I-
bucket of seawater.
What's the thing you're looking at, Nicole?
I don't have it prepped. It's the ceremony one, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where you can make blessed water, you can marry people, you can do all sorts of shit.
Oh, yeah, bless water. There it is.
You can have it prepared.
Okay. Then yes.
It's a one shot.
Huh.
Yeah, a bit of a shoddy scrying glass, but I suppose it's apt for the situation. I'm going to try to scry for it. I think that since it's unwilling, it gets a save.
Sure. What's the DC?
19 for me. It is a. Oh, wisdom save, and the modifier is how well you know it. We have a connection, which
It
is
rolled
the
a one. It fails.
okay. Cool. Do we see its lair? Do we see where
You
it is?
see sort of the pool of water, sort of the junk in it, some of the sargasso weed sort of swirls, and you get this murky image of it in its lair snarling angrily. And you get kind of a general idea of the direction. It's
Okay.
deep underwater below you.
Can I watch it for 10? I can concentrate for up to 10 minutes on this. I want to see, just get as much information about the layer as I can for the teleportation spell. I don't really need to know it if it's not important.
As you start looking, you sort of zoom the scry out a little bit, and you see the layer. It looks like a giant vase, a giant clay pot, like the kind that would be used to catch octopus.
Oh.
Only it's sort of decorated and
Oh
colorful.
my gosh. What if the... Did you share this with
Guys,
us?
Yeah, it's inside some sort of chamber.
Remember that story you asked those guys about? What if the five sisters, trapped this thing? And it's like their slave now.
Maybe.
It could be imprisoned. That's powerful magic.
It is. Must be.
If they have some replication of its prison. It can be occupied in a full-size prison. They could be carrying around in their pockets for all we know.
So if we could destroy the
Mermaids.
vase, it might just go back to being a just regular kraken.
Oh, just a regular kraken, is it?
Yeah, I mean,
Just-
I think its rate for killing was a lot lower before.
That naturally occurring, ecologically vital sea life, the kraken. But your point is taken. If someone's directing it, that is worse.
Kills
Yeah.
other sea monsters. Haven't seen any aboliths around in the ocean, have you?
Oh God, no! Please, no, no, Abolus, no.
Yeah, not recently is the answer to that question.
So yeah, Baronum, you see its lair. You have a good idea of where it is.
All right, are we really going to teleport underwater, potentially hundreds of feet?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
And also, do we know if we're going to teleport into its prison or where its prison is? Wherever
No
that
idea.
may be.
It seems to kind of fill the pot mostly. It would be easy to teleport next to.
Let's just try and break the pot.
All
See what
right,
happens.
all right, fine.
That
Water
works.
breathing's all around. Don't move the boat at all. This thing needs to stay right here.
That's not exactly how boats work, but
I can only
They-
do this one time on the way back.
They heave to try to keep the boat in this position as much as they can, and then the captain comes and says, "I can just take it into the shoal, and you can just teleport to the islands."
Oh yeah,
Let's do that.
obvious landmark right next to us. Good point.
He's a pretty good captain. He knows his stuff. Knows about shoals and things.
Careful
love a
for
good
pirates.
shoal.
We will be.
Okay, here we go. I can't do it. Teleport.
You all bang, vanish, darkness, and then like the water floods in around you. And I'm assuming you've already cast water breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
You
Sunlight.
are standing. You're glowing brightly, and that light illuminates this brightly colored, decorated giant vase with that black ichor sort of oozing out of it. It's eerily silent.
So, sorry, is the vase in front of us?
Yes, right in front of you.
How big is it?
And where?
It's maybe 40 feet tall
Oh, okay.
on its side.
So much for them.
Is there anything else like around where it's stored?
Sandy seabed, some boulders.
Breaking it seems like the gamble of a lifetime, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of
What
does.
do, like,
It's
Towards the
opening
out.
on one end. It's got a
Yeah.
big opening.
yeah,
about a
I'm
6-foot
I'm
opening
I'm
on one
pointing
end.
at you because you've got the holy magic. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But you gotta, and I've gotta. So why don't we just
Go on.
plant, and then
Oh, I guess
So
we're
I
gonna
can
hit
just,
it.
like, oh, please go on.
yeah.
This is our
You
version
find
of
you can
Stan.
breathe the water like thick air, and you can talk.
Oh,
Oh, we didn't know that. So,
I was definitely not breathing.
Aridin, let's just attack it from here, distance style.
Well, I actually had an idea.
With our magic things, you don't want to attack it magic style with our magic things from far away in case this is a terrible idea.
Well, I had some physics ideas on how to hurt it more.
Listening.
What if it's a slave? What if it wants
What
to be
the-
free and be
I'm
with
talking
its
about the
people?
vase. Breaking the vase here.
Oh yeah, all right, go ahead.
I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna thunder smite it. And we're all gonna go deaf, because water doesn't compress.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Cool. Do I need to roll to hit? It's a vase.
No, you don't need
basically
to
a
roll it. But you walk up to the front of it, and as you're going in to go to hit it, you don't hear anything in there, and you can see through a crack in the vase the kraken in there,
I get why they call it Kraken.
dead, inert,
Oh.
laying there, having
Oh.
bled to death.
Guys, we killed it.
Oh.
Turns out.
But behind it, something strange.
What?
A shadowy portal, almost like looking at night with stars in it, but the stars move and shift.
I described this to the wizard.
Yo, wizard, get up in that bish. Go take a look.
That's
What the
not-
hell's going on?
That can't be right. That sounds like some sort of tear.
Tear.
Aye, some.
Who else is going up to look?
Fair enough.
I ain't going.
I'll go up to look.
Erden, get back here, you idiot.
Stay away
Yeah,
from
you
magic.
look. You can go inside the pot. There's a dead kraken in there.
I ain't going. In.
A drowned stash holding one of its eyeballs.
Oh,
Ripped.
Not again.
And almost resurrected. He'll be fine.
It's in the bag.
Holding one of its eyeballs. He got it. He got the eyeball.
Well done, Stash.
Sleight of hand.
Yes. And when you see the portal, it looks like just a hole in space.
Like right
Stars on
behind.
the inside, and what looks like some kind of beach, some kind of gravel beach with dark waters washing on it.
Let's toss a bit of sea rock through it.
Goes right through and then falls into this portal.
I shouldn't have mentioned the aboleths. That could be something. That could be
Fair
some
enough, it
kind
doesn't
of
look like any
stuff.
other plane you've seen. It looks different. It doesn't look like the abyss. It doesn't look like other holes you've seen. Other pairs in reality.
Not
Sorry.
the illusory dragon hole, right?
Is there any
Theo?
connection from the aboleth to that plane area? Is it there like a connection?
From what they're describing, you can't help but have a flashback to meeting Grandmother Crow in her nightmare.
Yo, don't go up in that. It bad.
Clearly.
Okay, but if it's like there's an opening to it here, that's also bad.
I'm gonna stick my hand in.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
Aridon, on the other side, your hand feels sort of warm and muggy on the other side. But
But dry?
it just goes right through.
Like it's air?
Dry.
Don't get out of there.
This is-
Okay, I
this
didn't
is
want to
why
go
we-
in there, but I'm gonna run up there so I can pull that idiot out.
This is why we have two rulers, though. You have a backup in case one of them's kind of dumb.
Yeah, like that.
Aridon, as you sort of have your hand through there, it sort of starts to pull you in.
Yeah, but I got this,
And
and
then
I'm
there's
just.
sort of a whirlwind that pulls all of you in. Like a little
No!
whirlpool.
Ooh, yes!
All of you and the Kraken's dead body, and you land on a
Kraken came
beach.
through.
Do we need the
Totally
Kraken's
can't
dead body?
Why?
Did we need you to be dumb and stick your hand in?
Once on the other
Curious
side, the
by
portal
nature.
closes,
Cat by
and you're on a pebbly beach with a dead Kraken.
And no portal.
And as you sort of start to get up, the pebbles feel strange.
Uh-oh.
As you pick them up, they're not rocks. They're
Oh.
human teeth.
They're all
fingernails.
eyeballs.
Are you,
My session is no longer the grossest.
all right, listen. I can try to plane shift us out of here, but that's the last chance that I get. I only get one more. I can't teleport after that. I don't know.
Okay, well, hold on to it. We'll
Don't
use
use it
if
yet.
we need to get out of here.
Okay. Yeah.
This is interesting. Yeah, I like the
Theo?
decor.
Theo,
Wish it all away.
every time you've never been to this part of the nightmare before. Every time you've ever been, Grandmother Crow pulled you here and plopped you right in front of her cottage. But this time, you've kind of broken into her little pocket plane.
It's true. Hey, wait a minute. All right. So I tell everybody this is definitely Grandmother Crow's nightmare plane because this is where I was trapped for like 6 months. But now that we're here, and it
What?
sucks. P.S. It sucks. It's the worst. Don't get hyped. It sucks. But now that we're here, you know what we should do?
None of us are hype.
Hey, you know what we should do now that we're here though? We should steal
What?
back the world egg.
Steal back.
I
Where
heard that
am
she
I?
had it.
I thought you said you put it somewhere safe.
I thought that I said I didn't know what happened to it.
Well, you had it, and then you said it was safe in another plane. Would this be that other plane?
I don't know, but
Safe
maybe.
on a plane.
Did you
You
two
have it on
leave
good
a
authority that it's here, don't you?
you
The
two
last
left a
time I
powerful
saw
magical
it was
artifact
here.
lying around? It never ends. It never ends with you two.
The last time I saw it, it was here. That's all I'm saying. I feel like that's relevant information to share at this moment and not before this.
Not
moment.
within the past 6 years.
And I thought Quaros was the scary one.
The,
Of course,
the
he's the
second,
scary one. He's a god king.
the second
gave
best
the-
time is now. The second best time to share this information is now, so that's fine. Do we
Go
want
steal
to?
back the world egg.
All right, cool.
How do we find it?
I don't know. Let's just.
Oh,
like,
I can do that. Wait. Well,
Oh,
I,
go ahead.
it might be useful. I have locate object prepared.
Well, it's probably like got
Hey,
anti-scrying
it is
not
shit on it. Why don't you try to find her house? Because that's where it is.
Eridan,
Okay.
you still have sunlight cast on your armor, right?
It's just my necklace, but yeah.
You find that that big
10
circle of
minutes.
sunlight is slowly dwindling,
Oh,
being pushed back in slowly.
that's rude.
So I have to know the name of the object or be familiar with it. I am familiar with the world egg.
You are.
You have to be within
don't-
1,000 feet of it, too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was worried about.
How close do you have to be?
You can see
Oh.
1,000 feet on this beach, and you don't see anything.
So we're not gonna
Well,
do that yet.
let's just walk
Theo.
inward, maybe. Oh,
So your cloak seems to grip and grab at your shoulders
Yeah.
uncomfortably, almost as if it's excited.
great.
Huh.
Just great.
And you somehow have kind of an intuition of which way to go.
Don't worry, I know the way. Emo Theo is emo. I even painted my nails black for this episode.
Just like pull your hair in front of your face.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, that way.
So Theo, you're leading.
Yeah.
Is Salvador with us? How's he reacting to any of this?
Yeah, where's Salvador?
Salvador, I would say, is not with you.
Okay,
He did
he's
not
not-
get
Oh.
sucked in.
Coward.
Did he not come down to the
Yeah,
ocean?
if I
Or
were
did he
him, I
not
wouldn't
get
even
sucked
come
in?
down.
He might have stayed with the captain, which actually would make sense. So we have a contact there.
Theo, you're walking along, leading the party, and all of a sudden you don't hear their footsteps behind you.
Look behind me. Are they there?
Nope, they're not there.
Cool.
You turn around again and back forward. Now they're in front of you.
Guys, what's going on?
Aren't you
They
leading
don't
us?
respond.
Why are you behind us?
I don't know.
They don't respond.
Oh, just kidding.
And they're walking away from you.
Okay. Do I still have that feeling of which is the right way to go?
You do, and they're kind of going that way, but in front of them you see yourself. But you know it's not you. In that sort of strange dream logic, you know it's evil you.
Oh, great.
And it's
Well,
leading them away.
cool. Is a way like is that still? Are they going the same with evil me the same direction I want to go?
No, now evil you is leading them away.
Okay.
Astray.
Well, I'm gonna go the way that I think's the real way, knowing that I'm the real me and that I guess I'm on my own to destroy this thing.
You start trying to walk, and your feet, it's like walking through mud. It's hard to move, and they're getting further and further away from you.
Not thrilled about this. I'll try to run after them a little bit, but I know they can't see me. Try to talk to Aridin. I know he won't respond.
The harder you run, the harder it is to move. You open your mouth to try to speak, and water pours out of your mouth.
Guess the Kraken got me after all. Cool.
Irina, you wander with the party. Theo confidently leading you the way he thinks you need to go. And you sort of kind of like suck your teeth in apprehension, and your tongue pricks on something sharp in your mouth.
Ooh.
On your teeth. On your fangs.
Ooh.
Your heart, you can hear your heartbeat, but even worse, you can hear everyone else's heartbeat.
Spook.
And you are filled with that horrible, terrible, and all too familiar intimate desire to just grab one of their necks and just bite it.
Ooh. Okay.
Like,
Ooh, tasty.
Barenum,
Do Aridin. Eat Aridin.
Barenum. You're walking along and you hear voices behind you. And now on the other side.
Oh my god, they're making fun of you.
go take out my not oft used axe.
You step on this teeth sand and your foot crushes down into it, and these black tentacles start to grab around your foot, eldritch and alien.
slash it with the
swing,
axe.
you slice right through them. They just reform and they just keep crawling up your leg.
I'm gonna try as best I can to get away. I'll try to dispel magic in case it's normal magic. But
You go to cast Dispel Magic, and instead of the normal magic coming from your fingertips, your skin splits open, and more black tentacles pour out of the wounds.
Burnham screams helplessly.
Silric, Burnham just screams over nothing and falls over, and as you kind of go to instinctively catch him, what falls into your arms is a dead, desiccated body of Burnham.
What?
You look up, and you're not on a beach made of teeth anymore. You look around, sort of shocked and afraid. Afraid like you haven't been since you were a kid. And you're not there anymore. You're in a city of some kind, but it's kind of like every city you've been in one place. It's frozen. You're barefoot. People are wandering the streets around you.
Hello?
And orcs occasionally burst out of the snow and rip them limb from limb, only to descend back into it.
Yeah.
No one seems to worry about this.
Like daisies.
That's my thought.
You open your mouth to ask someone why aren't they fighting back, and as you speak, your teeth fall from your mouth.
Because that's never happened to any of Bobby's characters before.
Your eyes go yellow. You get some fur.
Paradin,
Why am
all
I
around
always
you,
last
your
in the
friends-
nightmares? Huh?
your friends panic. You're top left. You're next to me. Your
I
friends are
feel like
panicking.
they're the worst.
And as you're surrounded by them, freaking, like shocked and afraid, you're suddenly not standing where you were anymore. You're standing in a waist-deep pool of black liquid, thin as water, but with an unpleasant smell. Around your neck is a collar, a steel collar, with chains that go to collars around all of your friends' necks. Except all of theirs are bladed and also attached to hooks that dig into their skin. Any move by you tears at their bodies, except for the one you are moving towards. On the sides of this pool, rotting sea life wash inert against the sides of this small chamber you find yourself in. All of your friends begging and pleading for you to come to them and help them. Friends, if you'd like to plead for your lives, whatever you think you would say in this situation.
Brother! Help me! Can't go wrong with Lion King / Hamlet.
It's true.
I think Burnham's too afraid.
I actually
Brennan just has like the giant the Puss in Boots eyes that are like about to cry.
Disney eyes, yo.
No,
Yeah.
help me. Get me out of here, then I'll help you. Just get me out.
It's not very appealing.
Rude.
I don't know
As you
how long
see
you've
all of
known
them
Aiden.
begging for help, you sort of turn around a couple times, and every time you turn around, there's different people. Family, friends, people you've never seen before. The only ones who stay every time are Irina, Theo, Burnham, and just those three.
I thought you were going to say Amos.
And if I
Or
move towards
sometimes you
one,
turn around and see Amos, and you see your family, and you see the woman who died in the tower
Hale's
so long
fire.
ago.
big
Who
day
you
for
didn't
her,
save.
man. Nobody brought her up for 2 years.
It's a big freaking day, man.
Oh God, this is not fun.
No, you know you can only save one of them. You don't know how you know, but you do.
There's no way that I can just off myself.
No,
And
you
they'll
don't
all
have
be
anything.
okay.
You don't have anything. Even trying to reach for something to strangle yourself with or kill yourself with something would kill at least one of them.
I can't do it. I can't.
They're in my wounds.
Dude, dude. It's pretty bad, yo.
I gotta save Theo. If there's no way out, I gotta save Theo.
You start moving towards Theo, and your friends scream in
No!
pain.
I stop! This is the worst! Why did I give you this idea?
Who do you choose, Eridan?
I'm so tempted to just disconnect.
Dude, same. It's cool.
Can't.
Sympathy.
I gotta save Theo. I got it.
You gotta.
Save your brother.
I'll bring the other two back to life, I promise.
Don't
You
worry.
start walking towards Theo. The sounds of wounds and terror and pain
Oh my
fill
god.
your ears.
Sorry.
Irina, Burnham, everyone suffering. And only when you get to Theo's side does it all stop. Theo, you find your voice and you call for your friends. Irina, you shake your head. You resist the urge to drink blood to cause pain. And you find your teeth are dull once more.
Aw, lame.
Burnham, you focus on the arcane knowledge that you have acquired, and you burst the tentacles, dispelling them, showing them that they can't hit you because you are too smart. And Silric, you turn away from the disorder and chaos around you, and you just focus on yourself and keeping yourself alive, and you find you're back. All of you are back. And
What
you
was
look
that?
down the beach, and there's a cottage there. But the cottage is dark. No smoke rises from the chimney. The front door is broken down. And all is quiet except for the black water softly crashing on the gravel shore.
I would like to point out that we do not need to go in there. We could turn around, find the way back, swim to shore. Water breathing lasts about 10 more minutes.
Burnham, you're alive! Hug.
I'm very relieved that y'all can see and hear me now.
Look, we made it. We have to.
Irina, you're alive!
Yeah, I'm with Arena. We can't turn back now. We're already here. We might as well finish what we started.
I'm gonna like subtly while Eridan's hugging me, like check to see if he has any bite marks on his neck.
None. He looks fine.
Good.
I'm gonna make sure that
Why
someone's.
are you looking at my neck? Is your neck okay? You had a thing. You're
It's fine. It's fine.
Make sure someone's looking at me all the time. It's 'cause
I'm following Theo and Eridan wherever.
Yeah.
And
thanks.
Theo, this is definitely her cottage. This is the one that you've seen many times.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna roll in and see if we can find it. Maybe something with the nightmares broke her power. I don't know. It's hard to say. But it doesn't look as well kept for a cottage made of skin and bones. Last time I was here.
Ooh.
You walk inside, and there's smells of decay, and it's dark, but as your eyes adjust to the even dimmer light, you see in one corner, she is slumped in a chair, sitting, holding a cup of tea, and sipping from it. Her oily black hair pooling around her, and she looks up and says, "Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I
Here.
don't suppose you've come to say goodbye to your grandmother Crow?"
Here, at the end of all things. I hope not.
Oh, and despite your hope, it is goodbye.
I'm looking around while she's talking to see if I see where she said it.
You see the shelf that had all of her treasures on it, where she had put it.
Yeah.
It's not there.
All right. Well, the others know what it looked like, so I'm sure they're looking around too. But yeah.
Don't bother looking. You won't find it. It's gone. Stolen.
Spent?
I don't think so.
How did
Things
you let
seem
that
to
thing
be
get
how they were.
stolen?
She takes another sip. Silric, you get a whiff of the steam coming off of that, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ew.
Also,
Make saving
Silric,
throws.
if you don't like pass out because of this, I also was gonna ask you to take over interrogationiness because you're good at that. And
Sure.
if we need to find out who did steal it, that probably be good at that.
Unfortunately, I rolled an 11, so
16.
An
oh
11?
yeah,
16,
16.
16.
16 with Arena.
16 then, okay. With a 16, you just barely are able to resist the horrible poison effects you just smelt.
Okay.
You pull away, knowing like that must be dangerous. Whatever she is drinking is incredibly deadly.
No one go near the tea. Why are you drinking poison?
I'm killing myself. She takes another sip.
That was sort of okay. Let's start over. Why are you killing
Hey,
yourself?
don't focus on that. It's not my concern. Ask her where it went.
I'm getting out. Little spy. I am getting out while the getting is good.
Who stole the egg?
I don't know.
How did they steal the egg?
Insight check. Is she lying?
Go ahead, give me an insight check.
I don't
I assume they
Oh, I
snuck in
can
and
do
took
my
it.
truth thing still, right? Can I not do that anymore, Jake?
You can totally do that.
I can do that. I can tell if she's lying.
She is
Okay.
telling the truth.
Okay.
She is killing herself. She doesn't know who took it. She doesn't know how they got it.
Does she know?
And
But
why
she
do you
says-
say this is a good time to get out?
Have you ever seen rats flee a sinking ship?
I'm
And
aware
she
of the
sort
phenomenon.
Starts to scrape a drawing into the table. She says, "The multiverse isn't what it used to be. I didn't think it could get any worse than form and life, but it can." She's drawing a ship and a plank and rats getting off of the ship.
Hmm.
The ship's sail has continents on it. She starts scraping the symbols of different gods onto the rats. She says, "So, I'm killing myself. Figure I might leave before the game is over. Avoid the rush right at the end."
What are they running from? Rats flee ships for a reason.
They are smarter than men, I suppose, and know when they're doomed. Too bad you little creatures can't escape.
Yes, awful.
If you don't
I
know
don't think
who,
there's anything else
if-
we're gonna get from her.
If you don't know who took it, do you know how long ago it was taken?
Not long, but time doesn't really make sense here in my nightmare.
Why didn't you ever just use it?
It's not the point, dearie. I was never in this for power. I have all of that I want. She finishes her tea and sort of shudders, and flakes of skin come off. She puts down the cup with just a bundle of tea leaves in the bottom. She says it was always about suffering, knowing mortals would come try to steal it, that mortals would search for it and never find it. But I suppose that's all behind me now. So I leave you with one last cruelty. And she takes her long fingernails, her long claw-like fingernails that Theo, she stabbed you with before. That went right through your plate armor and into your chest.
Yeah.
And she starts to dig into the left side of her chest and grab something. And then with a terrible tearing sound, pull out a still rotted heart and put it on the table. And she says, "So there. I leave you in an uncaring universe, one without certainty, not even the hatred of Grandmother Crow." And then she slumps and goes limp.
Goodbye and good riddance.
Do you think that shawl is magical? She wears a really nice shawl.
Don't touch any of her shit. It's all fucking cursed, dude.
Sure about that.
Strong concur. Let's not bring anything back from here.
Theo, I
Let's
now
just
agree
go
with
home.
you. This place sucks. I'm glad I didn't get hyped.
You're welcome. Burnham, you got any of that detect magic business?
Sure, anytime.
Do you want to
But
do that on
everything
the
in
heart
here
to
is
see if it's
probably-
something we need to get out of here? Because that would be kind of her way of things.
Identifying? I don't really have that one prepared
Or,
right now, but
you know, anything to try to figure out what this is about. Whatever
yeah,
you
can
think
we
is
like
best.
examine the heart? I can use it to
You can.
detect magic at least. Cool.
If you detect magic, you detect an extremely strong magical aura. Something you've never seen before, something ancient and strange.
That feels gaudy. I don't know if I'd want to touch it. Maybe put it in a vial, keep it somewhere safe, out of sunlight. You know.
If you've got one and you think is worth studying, you can. But
I can take a little chunk of the heart. Can't get the whole
You could
thing.
you could put the whole heart in like a jar. It's
Oh, in a jar,
shriveled.
sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Scoop it into the jar.
For some reason, I'm
jar.
imagining her giant, like a Dark Souls thing, but that's actually more of it.
once it's away, I'm gonna like serious talk. Look at you, like hand on shoulder style of like, don't make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. You know, like da da da.
I'm
I
okay
trust
at
you.
containing things.
I trust you. I know she's bad news.
Anyone who looks at the table will notice that the drawing she drew is a little magic and has begun to animate.
Again.
And
A
it's
little
just
loop.
rats kind of running down.
All these different gods you've never seen, symbols you've never seen before, and once they're all off, the carving sort of sinks.
So spooky.
Might be high time to
Lovely.
be getting out of here.
It
Yeah.
stops animating.
Yep.
Take us home.
The SS multiverse.
You want that shawl though?
Don't take anything.
Fair enough, there's all kinds of things in here.
I know,
Don't-
but her
don't-
shawl, she was wearing it. It couldn't be
Don't-
cursed, right? It would be cursing
take
her.
it.
I'm gonna take the shawl.
All right.
Fair enough, you grab it and it's like a rough burlap material, sort of soggy and old. And you
Smells
did
like
detect magic earlier, right?
Sorry?
You did detect magic earlier, right?
Yeah.
It's very, very magic as well.
That's
the
what I
same
figured.
aura as the heart. And as you pick it up, no immediate effect.
Perfect. Wrap the heart in that. This will make a nice little bundle. Figure out
Excellent.
what it is later.
I'm gonna burn him.
get
Got
outta
some
here.
loot.
I'm coming away with something from this,
Theo.
otherwise I may just go insane right away.
Theo, your cape is agitated, as if it's kind of panicked or freaked out, and it's sort of grabbing at your shoulders.
I guess I'll just endure as best I can, but still be uncomfortable and like twitchy a little. Because I can't predict it, so it's like, ugh.
We should get out of here.
Yeah.
Yep. Burn him.
Take us home.
All right.
We'll get out of the cabin and go not
Yeah.
there, but yeah.
I don't know if I can really teleport from the middle of this plane. We might need to find a way back first, or I could plane shift and find out where we land. Wait, do I get to choose that on plane shift?
No idea.
No, usually plane shift is kind of random.
Yeah.
Are you able to plane shift and then
Oh,
plane shift?
I can say general terms.
Okay, sure. Do you want to say like Five Sisters?
Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. Yeah. All right. Plane shift. Material plane of Azamar, the Five Sisters.
You
That's
Cast-
one action. What the hell?
you cast plane shift. It's kind of like an emergency. It's like an ejector seat.
Yeah.
As you start to cast it, you find that this place, the nightmare of Grandmother Crow, has this strange effect that makes plane shifting really easy. As if going from this plane, this weird place, seems to be adjacent to everywhere else. It's almost effortless for you to land right on the deck of the boat.
I don't even think that channeled through the fork. I think we just got here.
You land on the deck. And the captain says, "Aye, did you kill it?"
It's dead.
It's dead.
Oh,
We killed it.
You're gonna be heroes back in Saltmarsh. Not that you aren't already heroes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit down.
Same.
I'll sit next to him and pat him on the back.
Captain, your service has been impeccable, and we're incredibly grateful. What say we go home?
I think that's a great plan. And
Pray
they
for
set
good weather.
sail,
Yeah.
bring up the anchor. Weather actually starting to improve. Something almost like a sunny day. As you all sail back to the town of Saltmarsh. And thank you for coming to this episode of Prince's Epilogue.
A gloomy
Eyes.
ending in a gloomy
Number
location.
4, right?
It's the fourth one, I believe.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Who's next week?
I think Bobby, right?
It's a
Sounds
bard.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, DJ Bobby B.
Something afoot and
I have a feeling that Silrek is going to give us a quest.
crazy.
So it's not going to be Silric, actually.
Really?
Oh.
Well, I'm excited to see who it is next week. Thank you all so much for coming.
Awesome.
And see you all whenever the next one is.
See you on Wednesday.
Woo!
Adios.
What do I do? Okay.
Take that, Grandma.